public, apparently. I started a live unlisted, I think. I don't, this is probably one of the more annoying things. 221, yeah, yeah, this is the one I just started. Here we go. This one's working, I think. Hello again, guys. I think I got it sort of figured out. Hopefully. That was one of the more annoying things I've had to do for a while. Apparently it's working now. Here we go. Now you guys can actually see stuff. My apologies if you guys hear any water. There's a drain pipe like right there. That's what I have to deal with every time I record. So of course, and there's laundry being done. Oh man, so much better. So the first one I made, I scheduled it a couple hours ago, and I was going to be on with BMFRC that I talked to on the Crawler Canyon Discord, and I don't think he saw the link till late and stuff like that. And he ended up actually making his own live. So kind of worked out that it didn't work because then I was able to flip it to horizontal because vertical is really annoying. So hopefully this works out. But yeah, this is my first live. I figured I'd try it out. I've never tried it on anything before. I've talked a few lives on the Shop Mini RC with Ken, and just kind of haven't done it because I never really knew what to do. He set it up, and then I would just go on and talk to him on like StreamYard. So I don't know. Just kind of wanted to do something easy. I printed out some 3D inserts for the Yikong from Team Revolt, or went over there. So today he gave me a file, then I asked him to make it a little more round on the top, and that's what the rear ones have, and they feel really good. It kind of like there's not a big difference. You can kind of see a little bit of a round. It just, these tires are so round that I wanted to do that. This filament's a new roll, and I forgot to dry it before I printed it, so it's got some fuzzies, but they'll be on a tire. No one's going to see it. So hopefully this works out. I forgot. I was going to post this on Facebook since the stream changed. But now I know next time how it goes. The gears are in the blue Arctos transmission. I'm curious because I'm considering a 4M transmission. Oh, and the Arctos, that one has trx4m. Oh, I just had another one. I have two of them. It's the, well, this one has a hole in it because I guess the motor he tried to put in it was a long pinion shaft. He didn't cut it down. This is the Enduro one, metal case, and it has like the underdrive gears, but it's not like the crazy over underdrive ones. It's like the middle ones. Oh, the ratio. Yeah, I think it's like 20. You know what? Let's open this up real quick. Because it actually says it on it, I think. And both of these I actually had to go through and clean out. Well, this one not so much. That one, the one that's in that Arctos, I had to clean it out because there was a bunch of metal shavings in it. And I don't know what grease you use, but I like to use marine grease in mine just in case they do get wet. I try not to get the little ones as wet, really. These ones I'll go through whatever. Do they say the ratio? Yeah, they do say it on them. And I don't know if they say the actual ratio, but I know they say the tooth count or whatever. Oh. This one? Of course, probably the last one I picked up. No, what? These ones don't say it. No, they do. 24.4 to 1. So I think that this is like the middle ground. Yeah, and I haven't really tried it much, though. I mean, I did the video on it. I played around a little bit on the bench and in the house. And it seems really smooth and nice. But the only problem is, I think you've seen some of the videos, there's snow everywhere, and that thing would just get swallowed up. I mean, this thing as it is barely wants to drive around, and the MOG even has an issue. I just actually put locked diffs in the back of that one, in the MOG, and I actually just blew out the pinion on it. I was doing a video unlocking the diffs, and then I ended up blowing the pinion completely out. But that's because the case was warped. I think some of the prints were not, because of that PCTG, it kind of lifted the corners. and I think that it wasn't sitting correctly. Like it wasn't really like holding the bearings right and everything. So, I hit my head. So the other things I have to deal with in the basement is right here behind me. I'm 6'1", and I'm about 6'1 1/4", I think, is a HVAC vent behind me because we have forced hot air. So I'm always hitting my head over there. What was I gonna say? Yeah, usually I edit that kind of stuff out. Oh yeah, so I ended up I was messing around with it, getting a little too rowdy with it, and jumping some little snowbanks, and blew out that pinion. But I redid the whole thing, transmission and everything. Gears are the same except for that pinion, but I redid the whole case. It's in there now. It's just so large. I didn't think it was going to be a good live thing to have on here because it's just there's so much going on in at one point. Oh, I didn't bring down my impact. Let's take these off. Whoopsie. Because I was going to swap these out while we're here. Maybe I'll just do it by hand, I guess, and be kind of peasanty. But yeah, so far these seem good in here. I don't know why I'm starting something before finishing. I have no real world experience, unfortunately. It's just all, me trying it. Remember which way these go here. Did I get them right the first time? I think so. Come on. Oh, that bearing is not in there all the way. Isn't that the right way? No, that is not right. Hold on. Yeah, I have totally forgot how this comes apart. I took it apart so quickly and forgot. Thought it was like this. That's not right at all. My Wi-Fi connection is acting up. Still watching though. Oh yeah, I know. Well, so I live in kind of the middle of nowhere, so my Wi-Fi connection is not always great either. I was watching a live the other day, and it was just kept pausing on me and stopping, and it's just frustrating. So I know how you feel. Didn't I do this? I just took this apart not that long ago too. You'd think I'd remember how to put this together. Doesn't help that I'm not paying attention. I took it apart. I just kind of ripped it apart. Oh, there we go. I think I might have got it. No, that's not right at all. That sounds like a later thing. I took a picture up. It was nice because I had this one and that one next to each other, and for some reason I don't know. There's literally only 2 gears. Like, why is this? I don't know why this one's messed up. Did I just not get him in the right spot? Yeah, there's no way that can go over there. I had to have had it right. Sucks that I had to stop a stream to go to this one because there was like almost 40 people on it, I think, and I don't know if that was because people actually just happened to see it or what, but I feel like this has got to be how that goes. And this goes under there. I think that's where I'm getting confused here. I had this one upside down. Pretty sure. Yep. That whole time I just had that gear upside down. The output. Hey, look at that. Transmission that works again. think I did that half of that off camera. My apologies, but oh, bearing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like fill that hole with like some E6000 or something, just so crap doesn't get in there. I'm not sure. This is gonna go into the high trail, and I have a couple other parts for it. I got I think some links. I'm gonna throw in I have a purple little Fat Viper to go into this one also, and then I have a secure Ant ESC toss in with it. And I think that'll do pretty well. The secure Ant's been really nice, and I have it in the Deadbolt I did a video on, the Red Cat Ascent 32, and the SCX 30 all have Ant ESCs in them, and they've been really good. Nice, look at that! Finally put it together. It took a year for no reason. Anyways, yeah, what I was gonna do was I wanted to take these off and get these inserts in. I think it sucks though, is I forgot my impact upstairs. I might just go grab that real quick. So I'm gonna take the mic off so you don't hear the stomping as I go up the stairs. 1 second. All right, there we go. That'll make things much quicker. The thing is, you have to. So these wheels are, I like them, but you have to take off this, of course, like you do like any other cover. But that's how you get the like the whole thing comes off. Like the hub stays, the SLW hub thing stays on. And this thing comes off. So it's like it's just weird. So like the SLW stays on with the nut. I think one of these actually, no, maybe it's not this one. One of them had a stripped bolt. And I just dropped one on the ground too. These are those stupid skinny head ones too. One of these days I'll remember to move over. There we go. Get over this way. So these ones, this is the first one I printed like off of the roll, and it was like wicked wet or something, and it was all like, I don't even know what was going on with it, but it didn't really fill. I really just put it in there just to test the shape of it. And 3% and rounded. I think this is the only blue one too, like the only blue inner insert like that. The other ones are all gray. These are the Team Revolt inserts. There we go. I think you have the same gear ratio in the Arctos and Terranaut. My connection lagged when you answered the question. Sorry. No, so the Terranaut still has stock gears in it. Yeah, so the Terranaut has stock gears in it with a metal case transmission. That transmission and case hasn't changed since I originally did like the first upgrades to it. The only thing I have done recently is take the Mini 16 back out of it, and I put it into my UTB 18 again because I really didn't need that much power in there. It, worked well, but I didn't really need it. And the UTB 18 needed it. The gears in the Arctos, the one I just took it apart and then took like an hour to put it back together. And it's 24.1, I think it was. You know what? I forgot one now. I forgot. It's like 24.1 to 1. It's the one that comes with a Fat Viper usually. trx4m transmission. Because if you get just the transmission, you can get it in like 3 different versions. But if you get the one that has a motor with it, yeah, 24.4 to 1. So it's because it's like for the 370 45 turn motor / you can I think you can get a purple Fat Viper on it. You know, because it's that big rounded transmission. So 24.4 to 1. But the thing is, I don't know in real life what it's like until the snow goes away. Around here, it feels good, but that means nothing to the rocks. So we'll find out then, you know. So I'm gonna have 4 bolts in here apparently. Let's see if I can find another one. I dropped it and you didn't think I wouldn't think it would go far, but cement floor, things just bounce absolutely everywhere. I think this one has bolts in it. It's the special like thin head bolts. Let's see here. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so I did have an extra. Nice. I usually run those in, and I just do this. I keep doing this off screen. I'm just trying to read at the same time. Did I do all? Oh, there we go. I missed one. There we go. And this one's the one I don't want. So I'm going to put these to the side so I don't confuse this last one I did. I have a wooden floor, I think. Yeah, it's either that, though, or if I'm in the office and I decide to do some of this stuff, then the carpet catches it, and it's gone forever also. So I don't know which one I'd rather, because at least here I can sweep it up and find it. If I vacuum it, you're gonna find it. Like you're gonna hear it. I'm gonna have a video going over this truck again soon. I did the unboxing for it, and you know, I think I was I don't know, like kind of harsh on it because like the hex, you know, blew out and everything. But I mean, the bumper caught. You know, I get it, but it's like you shouldn't do that. Like this truck never should have came out of the factory with that big a tire, that close to like. Did no one run it, or did they run it with a small tire? And we're like, you know what, we're gonna throw bigger tires on it. We're gonna throw fake higher axes because everyone likes higher axes for some reason. And then they just were like, yep, here you go. I don't, it makes no sense to me. But it's like, you know, like all I did was I ended up trimming this bumper a little bit. I brought the whole axle back. I think it was like 7 millimeters this way, because this wheel was like way over here. It was way forward. I don't understand like what they were thinking. Well, what I think they were thinking was the motor that's in here stock would have hit the axle if you didn't have the axle that far forward. But I put in a 550 5-slot 13 turn motor into this just the other day because I took out I'd put in a brushless outrunner, but I didn't really want it on there for a trail trucker that's an outrunner. And Hobby Rec was having a discount, like a sale on all Hobbywing products. So I got the 80 amp brushed ESC and the 555, you know, 5-slot motor, and I put it in here the other day, and there's plenty of room. So they could have put a different motor than whatever random one they put in. Honestly, I don't remember what was in here. It's a 540 slot or some 543 slot or whatever of some sort. Do I still have it? I do. Yeah, this honking thing in here. Oh, it is a 550. So they had a 550 32 turn, but I put in a Hobbywing 550 5-slot, plenty of room. But that thing's way longer. Yeah, trail trucks. It's always pretty much a fusion. Like pretty much everything gets a fusion. The only ones that have outrunners are the little mini trucks, micro trucks, because I don't trail those. I really just rocks mostly, and that's it. And then like my Mantis, because it needs to have like a 3265. I think it's the secure one. I'm pretty sure it's a 3265. Hey, Mike. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Terrain-wise, Raiden, it's crazy. Because we got rocks, we got granite everywhere, roots, dirt, everything. It's crazy, So everything's an in-runner for me. Mostly a fusion. Hold on, I can't think of anything that's not a fusion. Because the UTV-18 has a fusion. The SCX-10 6x6 has a fusion. The Rockslide has a fusion. Pretty much everything has a fusion because there's really no need for not having a fusion, having it all in one, saving space. And then, I mean, this one's the first one that doesn't have a fusion. It's still a hobby wing, though. But we're going to see how it is. It's a wicked quiet motor, but the transmission in this thing is just wicked loud. But I don't remember it being that loud stock. So I'm wondering if I put something together-ish wrong, or I'm not sure. I'm going to pull the transmission back apart, I think, and check it out. Because when you're slow crawling, it's fine. But as soon as you start trying to give it some speed to kind of, get up and over something, or like kind of really mess around on the trail. Well, not that I've trailed it, but just in the house here and then in my driveway, it's very loud. It's kind of obnoxious. So maybe on the next live or something, I'll pull that thing back apart. I'm not sure. It's just so weird how loud it is. I feel like I have a little child coming down. Pretty sure I have a small visitor. Do I have a small visitor out there? What's up, buddy? It's Amelia. Hey, I'm doing a live right now, so you got a question?
Yeah, well, why are you all the way down?
Because I'm down here doing a live, talking to people. Mom's upstairs. She's literally in the next room next to you.
Well, Blazer was watching you earlier.
Oh, he was watching me upstairs. Yeah, that's silly. We're in the same building.
What?
We're in the same building. You crazy?
I don't know.
Why don't you go upstairs and watch something? Play with your tablet and stuff. It's bedtime. You should be okay. Well, you got the charger literally in your hand, punk. I'll plug it into the charger for you. Here you go.
Want to watch TV.
Okay, go see if Bryson will let you watch something.
All night.
Okay.
I just want to do all the nights.
Okay, go see. All right, love you. See you in the morning. Bye, punk. Yeah, you can close the door. Thank you. Love you. Oh, they do it every night. I'll come down here because I try to do stuff when they're in bed, and so I'm not like trying to be down in the basement while they're upstairs. So kind of, I don't want to say it's me time, but Oh, hey, Mark. Yeah, so this is the third stream I tried, Mark. First one, as you saw, didn't work well. For some reason, went black. No idea why. This is my first try, so who knows? Second one, I turned on, talking to myself for probably 5 minutes, and then realized I never listed it. So it was unlisted the whole time. Couldn't figure out how to change it to public. So I just stopped that one again, and then I went to this one. So next time I do this, hopefully I'll get it right. I have no idea why it went black, because you guys could hear me with this. Like the camera was just off, but the camera wasn't off. So who knows? Oh, I knew there was a loose one. What's going on, Jake? Why don't you come on over? It's only like, what, a 20-minute ride? Oh. Yeah, I meant to message you, actually, Jake, and I totally spaced it. I was trying to get the kids in bed and ready and whatnot. It is a bumpy 20-minute. Dude, that 31 is horrible. How was it when you came up the other day? There we go. Much better. And look at that, guys. I had to put the little buckets on the back. They serve absolutely no purpose except amusing me when I'm going to be on the trail. I know, right, Jake? Dude, every day. And you know what sucks is my expedition, the rear struts are blown. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I got sidetracked by a minion raider, Raiden. I don't mind this truck, actually. Now that I've done a bunch of stuff to it, I mean, I haven't trailed with it, but I got it at 150 bucks Hobby Zone sale. So it was really good. I think if you're getting closer to the 200 price, it's still not too bad. What's it at right now? Let's see. Yikong YK 41011. You can get it at Hobby Zone right now for 200 bucks. That, and even Walmart has it. Last I knew, I think Amazon had it for the same price for 200 bucks. YK4101. And the parts for the YK4, yeah, 200. Excuse me, 200 bucks on Amazon also. So that's not bad to me. The thing is, too, if you look up YK41011 parts, there's not much. But if you look up YK4107, which is like that SUV version of this that has like disc brake thing for like the hard turning, there's brass, knuckles, weights. There's all kinds. Okay, not all kinds of stuff, but there's a bunch of stuff. For me, 200 bucks is still a pretty good deal. 150, amazing deal. Like 150 is a no-brainer. 250 is still not too bad. I mean, it's got the 2-speed. You know, it came with the nice. You know, it's a pretty nice bumper. You have spots for the lights. I chromed out the inside of there and put lights in. I just recently put this bar on. This is like a little solar panel. 3D printed blue with like silver edges. Water cans, fuel cans, you know, high lift, shovel, you know, just random stuff. And then I made this file up. The roof rack and the bed rack I designed. They're up on Maker World. I designed this tonneau cover too, because the bed is literally like 4 millimeters deep. It's so thin, it's like almost pointless. So I was like, well, at least if it looks like a tonneau cover, it kind of looks correct. And you know, not bad at all. Yeah. Tonneau 10 crawler that will allow me to fit in. I'm kind of the odd man out having exclusive mini crawlers. Yeah, no, I've always had bigger, like 1/10 trucks until like a year and a half ago. I had a friend selling an SCX10 C10, like the you know, teal colored. Actually, I still have the body somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, I don't know what it is, but even if I don't use the bodies, I still keep them. That's my original C10. Like chopped out the fender and everything, like everyone else does. Magnet mounted it, you know, and because I wasn't really sure. Yeah, Mark, it is. It's for the Crawler Canyon Discord build. You know, one of, I think there's like 20 of us or something that bought them from Hobby Zone and did a bunch of stuff to them. But yeah, so this was my first mini crawler, and when I first got it, I was like, "What the heck am I gonna do with this thing?" And then next thing I know, I was buying every Enjoy part I could, and you know, the typical, just Amazon. And I think the second one I got was, what was it? Oh, the Bronco. The Bronco was on sale somewhere for like 70 bucks or 75 bucks. I got one of those, even though it's wicked top heavy. I just like the look of it. And it just kind of happened. And now I have like the deadbolt went on sale for 50 bucks on eBay at one point last year. So I got me one and then 2 more for the little ones. So we have like 3 deadbolts that are just kind of one has monster truck tires on it, you know. And then, yeah, as you can see, it's all kind of snowballed, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you know, that kind of thing. And then like over like the last winter, since it was like, I was like, oh, mini things are kind of cool. I ended up buying some of these drift trucks from WL Toys, I think they are. There's like 2 cars in this drift truck, and the problem is they're just so small. The tires, they don't really do much unless you're on like really flat ground. My area here, so organized-ish. Over here, pile of battery, bolts in a bucket, zip ties. Jake saw this the other day. I got to see this in the 3D printed mug and the mugs. It sure does, Jake. It's nuts. Like, and you saw it. It's like, it looks big on camera, but then like, okay, hold on. Let me grab. I have it apart right now. Like, this is just the cab. Like, people don't get. I don't think like in person like that. It's just ridiculous. Like, look at the width. Like, I measured it the other day, and wheelbase for this thing, front wheel to third axle back, is 700 millimeters. I think it was. I'm gonna put this down again. Oh. Yeah, I love all I love all my CKRC so far that I have not liked. And I think this is pretty much almost everyone in the whole crawler game right now. Is this one, the Ascent 32. Yeah, this thing is, to me, it was kind of a joke, honestly. Like, hey, chainsaw. Yeah, I wanted to like this so bad but then I kept hearing everyone hate it, and I was like, no, it can't be that bad. No, it was that bad, as you guys saw, I'm sure, on a lot of videos. I did recently put in the secure, and I already broke the tab too. This literally hasn't driven outside on the rocks, and the tab broke. Oh yeah, and also the front clip broke, so that's frustrating. I put in a secure on this one, and now I can actually slow crawl it at least. Like, it'll actually not race car everywhere and jump. Yeah, and not from Texas. How are you, chainsaw? Hey, Mount Olympus, what's up, man? Yeah, the Ascent 32 is kind of a joke. I mean, right now, I think it's going to be a little better. I have some friction shocks, like friction from Trio, that are like, I'm going to throw on it because I just have them sitting around. I have links. I have steering links. I have the skid. I have a few things. And I want to make it better. I love my Ascent 18, honestly. Like, it really annoys me how much they ruined this compared to the Ascent 18. Like, the Ascent 8, even the Ascent 18 out of the box was really good. And then they came out with this thing. And I'm like, is this a joke? Especially when for like, what was it, $10 more? You could get the 30. And this thing out of the box was awesome. Like, come on. I also put a secure in this one too. Oh. And it was already great. Oh, dude, even now with the secure brushless, it's been awesome. Like, just around the house, around the yard. I mean, not the yard. The dash and everything. It's crazy. It's just nuts. Oh, let's put that over there. You got that. So, anyways, I guess I can show you guys this thing. I'll show you guys the outside a little bit. It was really hard for us to get, a lot of us on the Crawler Canyon Discord, to get I'm still messing around with my third link on the 3 link on this. So it's a little, so you can see it's a little that way. For me, though, it doesn't look that bad. It must be just some kind of a camera trick. But it was hard to get it sucked in. These are the lowest offsets, like inward, negative, positive offset that I could get that I still liked. And then I have like the 6mm SLW hub. But then the problem with doing that was then the the stub was actually sticking out, and you can see on this one, I think, see that dent right there? That's because I went to tighten this down, and it went into the stub, and I couldn't tighten this all the way down to the SLW. So I ended up 3D printing a little spacer. I like designed up the 6-hole pattern, and it's like a 1.5 millimeter, or I think a 1.5 millimeter spacer between this hubcap and the wheel, so it doesn't hit. Oh, you got the rock van? Oh, I love the rock van. This is I just recently did some more updates to it too. Well, not many updates. I put tires on it. Rock van is one of my favorite trucks just because of how cool it is. Like, who sees a van crawling? You know what I mean? Like, it's nuts. Like, you're never gonna see that in the wild much, at least around here. These wipers, these are like some of the worst wipers. They never stay in place for me. I don't want to hot glue them because then I feel like they're gonna break. Thanks, Mark. Trying to see if I missed anything here. I'm not very good at paying attention back and forth. I think, no, I think I'm good. Yeah, the rock van, what size tire and wheel size? Okay, so these are 1.3s. And I absolutely love the look of these classics. I think they're from, who was it? If you go to my video on this, it's linked. And I'm totally blanking on it. But I love the look of these classic wheels. They're brass inserts, brass rings on the front, aluminum in the rear now. They were brass all around, but I switched that out the other day. I put these Obsidian tires on because one time I did try them on here, but I didn't have the suspension set up well, and it was like slamming into there, slamming into the bumper, you know, everything. So recently I just I had 53 millimeters Enduras on it already, and I moved it from the shock position down to like the shock mount. So like literally like just 3 millimeter lift, and it made it just enough so it clears. It'll have a little rubbing in the front, but it shouldn't be too bad. I love that thing. Yeah, and those tires, yeah, they're Obsidian by Endura 64s. So if you want to not rub and not lift it at all or anything, I think it's like 57 is like the sweet spot if I remember correctly. 60, somewhere around there. Yeah, if you go look at the video, I think you'll see a lot. You know what? Maybe I have the other tires here. Because stock, oh yeah, these are the ones I had on it. 62. And these are like, so Mias sells these, but they're also just like no name because like Mias likes to rebrand a lot of stuff. And these are marked as a 1.2. They say it right on it. But good luck trying to get a 1.2 in this because it just falls right through. But 1.3s fit perfectly. I'm like, it's not even funny how like they just don't know how to math apparently. But those fit great with the 53 millimeters, and I think 53 is a 3 millimeter ish lift compared to a stock spring, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's definitely a cool truck. Yeah, this one's got. I haven't changed much other than the tires since the video because it just works. And even though the battery's all the way in the back, all the way in the front, the Fat Viper, everything, it works awesome. So I don't even have to mess with it. There we go. I'll put on this little stand. I've been trying to keep things on stands because I actually have to. Because I have so many of these little trucks now, I have to keep them up here at least. I have to keep the trucks this way, kind of like the Ford F-150 is. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that shelf. The Arctos is over there. Well, the other, my son's Arctos. Oh yeah, I love those on the Terranaut. The only reason I changed it was because I wanted to go for a more. Oh. Yeah, the only reason I changed it recently, which I've been meaning to do another video on this. I started a video and then I got really frustrated with painting this thing because I tried to weather it and it looked like absolute garbage. Like, and so I just ended up painting it black. And then I kind of got, you know, when you don't like something and you just kind of like, you got to put it to the side. So it just sat there for I don't know how long because I was so annoyed at the paint job. the black looks okay, but there's so many coats on it to cover up the crap paint job that I did. And then this thing rolled over so many times because I was trying to do things you shouldn't have. So like, even though it's painted black, like it's just got dents all over the place. And then after I painted it, I got grease on it, so I tried to clean it, and then I ended up scratching the paint off. And yeah, so anyways, I wanted to put different tires on it mostly, so I put these Hobby Soul. Is that who does that wheel? No, that's not who does that wheel. Now I forget. I wanted to put some of these Hobby Soul like bogger looking tires on it because I wanted to kind of look like a snow runner truck because I put the flatbed on it. And then I designed this little box, which I still haven't made. I'm going to make it look like, I think, like a generator, maybe. I'm not sure. This was like the prototype box to make sure it was going to fit for the electronics. And I think that's it. I put the stock motor back in it, actually, because I think I was saying it earlier. The Mini 16 is back in the UTV 18 because I really wanted it in there. I want to try the snow tracks on it. I think it's going to be sweet in the snow. And I didn't mind this brushed. So this has the stock motor back in it and an MB100. And it's just all tucked away in there recently. The MB100's in there. The Fly Sky 2 ABS receivers in there. And this is just the battery connection coming out. And very cleaned up, especially compared to what it was before. But the flatbed's cool. Fits the Arctos. That was one of the big things I wanted to do. It barely fits the Arctos, though. The front end goes over that. I mean, I don't really tow much, honestly. Like I really just like to crawl with this thing, and obviously this. So, but I just wanted to be able to fit this if I wanted to. The rock van fits on it. Yeah, I know, right, Jake? Especially up on Hedgehog. They were going to have fun with those 30s up there this year. Oh, there we go. There we go. And I had broken one of these one of my last outings too, so I grabbed a new set, put it on. I think that's it. Oh, and then the other thing was I had to make links for the drag link to try to center it more because I put all new servos in, and the servo center wasn't perfectly straight, so I had to trim it way the heck over when I did my first upgrade video. So I made a new drag link for. I think I only did the front two. I never did the back two. I think those ones were close enough, or I just got lazy and didn't finish. I'm not sure, but it works right now. So we'll see what happens. But I gotta do a video up that. What I want to do though, to do the video, is I want to buy a new cab and just paint it again nicely, or maybe try the weathering thing again. What it was is I tried to do like black edges around the door so you can see gaps and stuff. Like it looked like a door gap, and it just looked stupid. So I just got frustrated with it. Yeah, I'm not really a trailer guy. I like to trail. I'll take this out. My rock slide, my STX 10, my Gen 7, my Helium. I'll take all those out, and I love to trail them. I have absolutely no need for a trailer because I don't really need a trailer or anything on the back of it. Like, now, Olympics, you should get one. Be a good video series. Yeah, direct RC. But I don't really have a need for a trailer. I'm sort of trying to get into the scale thing a little bit. I have a buddy in New York, and he's a big scale nut. He's Dave. Well, his name is Dave, so he is Dave. He's been trying to get me into the scale stuff, so I built up 2 trucks. This I've kind of been doing. This I've been kind of doing on the side just because I don't really know much about it. These are just filler tires. I'm going to be putting smaller swampers on. I'm going to be putting some 1.55 swampers on because I printed out some 90s wheels. Where did I put them? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have one mounted. I have one mounted in gray. Because this is going to be... Oh, I just threw everything. This is an 87 runner. 87 Toyota pickup it's going to be. So I found these 90s wheels on Maker World, and I printed them out. But I think I'm going to do them white because they are, Enki and a lot of companies like that did a lot of white wheels like this. I think those look really good because I did it like a sand. color. It's like a newer Tacoma sand color. I painted the body. I don't have it here because it's in the garage. And that's what's going on here with the 87 Toyota pickup. And it's got a Fusion 1200, Dumbo receiver, Injora, micro servo. And I just got the Injora horn for it. And it's going to have the 1.55s because it's going to go wicked, not wicked scale, but more scale. Let's see. I do like the flat end on there. Yeah, makes something like a trailer. Yeah, there I was. Which one's the 1502? Is that the one that everyone was using on the Terranaut, the fifth wheel? Ugh, why do I keep trying to drop everything? Oh, this? Yeah. This is STX10 Pro Kit. Last year they went on sale on Amazon for wicked cheap money, and I got one. So this is an STX10 Pro Kit, but it has brass tubes, front and rear, treel, diff cover, RC all-wheel drive knuckle weights, and the whole thing. And I think that's all I've done so far. Fusion 1200. Yeah, I think that's all I've done that. But that's gonna get the Toyota body and these tires. I'll put this to the side. And then I'm trying to get my wife into stuff. So I built up a Element BK3 kit that I also got on sale. It's got no, that one has an 1800. That's right. Because I had an 1800 and a 1200, and I figured I'd rather give me the 1800 so she doesn't run into things. So she has the 1200 kV, and I have the 1800. This is an Element BK3 kit, not the wheels and tires it's going to use. The tires it's probably going to use are these very generic Amazon ones, I'm thinking. And this is getting a Land Rover body. It's like the Amazon Land Rover, whatever. There we go. Make some room here. And I actually have, she wanted purple. So she got a very purple Land Rover coming. Just dust, hopefully. But yeah, it's purple. I think on the screen it looks a little bluish, but it's purple. But that's going to go right there. It looks like it should fit without having to get rid of the shock towers too, because of this area, approximately. And it's going to have, something like that. I'm thinking. Not sure on wheels yet. We have a little bit of a option plus Amazon. But yeah, so I'm trying to do a little bit of scale stuff because he says it's a lot of fun and very curious on it. Well, I guess fun is I don't want to say question, but he said it's cool to get into. It's like because of the community and everything, and just the people. Oh, let's get rid of that. My drawer is so full of little tires back under there. It's ridiculous. And then what else was I going to grab? I forgot else what I was going to grab. Check that out. What chassis are you talking about? Or after it's confirmed it was compatible with the Terranaut, just to be prepared to remove the trailer legs as they don't allow the trailer to fully clip it. Oh, gotcha. So is that the one that Huna 1502? Let me check that out. Huna 1502. Yeah, I'm apparently like an old man and don't know how to use a computer right now because it's not clicking on the bar. Cool. Google Chrome for you. Come on. What the? Huna 1502. Oh, wait a minute. That is not the one I thought it was. Oh, that one's cool. Huh. Oh, so that one's for the cab over truck that I see everyone doing a video on. Oh, click that. Yeah, it's a phenomenal trailer. I think it's worth the money. It seems cool. You know, my thing is, I don't. So, wait, is it really only $60 on Banggood and stuff? $30 on AliExpress. That's the problem with AliExpress, though. Once you sign in, it's never the right price. I'll sign in later and find out. Let me open up my ginger ale. So it's for that it's for that cab over, but it fits fine. Like, it just looks right. I mean, I don't think I've seen anyone talk about it. That's so weird. So 70 with shipping probably or something. I don't know. Well, like I said, the problem is with AliExpress, once you log in, I was hoping it was just going to show me. Of course not. Why would it do that, right? Please verify I'm a person. I was just, okay. Not that I'm going to, very 30. Oh, okay. See, $30. Now it says $98 shipping for me. Not going to happen on that one. So, yeah. So, you got it for 70. So, I'm saying, well, I can fit 3 18th scale rigs. Damn, dude. Huh. That's crazy. 3 18th scale trucks. So this is just for size comparison here. We got a Terranaut. We got an FX 118 rock van. And then here's an Ascent the Ascent 18. That's like a land train, dude. Oh, you guys can't even see the Ascent 18. Sort of. Okay, well, just imagine the rest of this truck. Wow, that's crazy. And that thing can pull all that weight. People are people are like already not sure about the motor. I think it was in there, or no, people weren't sure about, like, when you put brushless in it, if it was going to be good enough. And I was like, it's got a 280 size motor in it, and then you put a brushless anything in it, and it's going to be fine probably. But that's a that's a lot of freaking trailer, dude. Oh, there we go. I have so many of these. Oh yeah, I don't know if I think I showed on the Workbench Wednesday, but I ended up putting like some Hot Boy wheels on because I was just kind of wanted to. I don't even know. They're on sale, so I grabbed them. TCRC 1.3s, and I cut some 1.0 tires. But actually, around the house, these have been doing really good with this. I'm surprised. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it goes up on top a little bit. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's still a big trailer. That's still huge. Just having 2 18s on the back. That's longer than, hanging out. That's longer than the Terranaut. Go slide that back in there. I was gonna maybe put together that Land Rover body too, but then I realized I never got everything ready because I ended up doing the inserts. Guess I can get it ready, sort of. No, maybe I should put the MOG up. Oh! So there's the MOG chassis. I reprinted this whole thing. I do need a Mountain Lizard hat. Yeah, you have that on Only RCs? Maybe I should do an order from them. I have a bunch of CKRC hats. I got the bright orange, so in the fall when it's hunting season, I have that. And then I grabbed a bright orange sweatshirt because in the fall here, I'm sure you know, a lot of hunting in your area too, I'm sure. The Hobby Plus one I got with the rock fan when I bought it. It came free. And I don't know, I just ended up putting it there and I just kind of kept it there. I don't know why. I wore it like once or twice and just kind of like as a background now. 3 4x4s are the same length as 2 Arctos trucks. If you have 2 Arctos trucks with their beds on, you can technically fit 4 rigs on the. Oh yeah, it's kind of like, what was it that I did? I did the. Oh, of course, I put this up here now. This is the third time now I'm gonna grab the Terranut. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was talking with someone, and I thought it was funny. My son's Arctos has the wooden bed on it. And then I think, what did I put? The Arctos doesn't really fit. A little too long, but I think I just threw on, like, say, like the Toyota, the FMS 24. It's just like one after the other. I think I also tried this with the, what's 6 foot? Oh, I had it on here. I had a picture of all the little ones on here at one point too. It was just like beds on trucks, and you know. Oh, I gotta put all this back. Seems like a great idea until I pull everything down, then I gotta put it all back. Oh. There we go. I'm just gonna put this over here. I keep putting it back, but then it's kind of a pain to put there. Percent 18 body still, because I kind of like the look of it. I just wanted to change it up. Yeah, definitely some SnowRunner stuff right there. I haven't played that game in forever. Like a long time ago, before I had my house, I was in my apartment and I would play it all the time. And I just haven't played as much games or anything. Ever since I bought the house, it was just like, I don't play PS4, PS5, whatever, and don't go on the computer, and you know, didn't do any of that. I think I put most of the bolts back into this transmission. I had this whole transmission out. I put one side, not the other. Those are in. Ones in here are in. The ones behind here are in. So yeah, I had this whole thing out. I reprinted this whole transmission here. I think I got to put the bolts back here. This is the problem working on this thing. It doesn't really fit. Got to put these bolts back in. Well, I guess I'm not gonna. I left my bit upstairs again, just like I left the gun upstairs. Luckily, there's not a lot. I want to toss these bolts in before I forget about it tomorrow or something. Oh, feed it in there. You know what? I think that one's too long. Was that the long one? No, this is not. This one is the right length because it goes through the frame and into the motor mount. I could have sworn I had another 1.5 bit, but I don't know where it went. But yeah, I reprinted this whole thing because I should have kept the pieces to show, but like a lot of the flat places had gaps on them. And I think it's because I did PCTG and it was the first time I ever printed it. And I was like, oh, this is coming out great for like the frame rails and stuff, but they're all flat. And then when I went to go start like printing like some of the other stuff, like the axle housings and whatnot, they did not come out as nice. Oh, this is now starting to like bottom out on the steps. I feel like such a peasant right now trying to screw these in by hand. And then the screwdriver doesn't fit between the step holes. Ugh. Am I really going to have to go and get... All right, I'm going to go get my bit. All right, sorry about that. I was working on some stuff upstairs and grabbed this up, grabbed this with it, and it never brought it back down. we go. Like I said, I'll toss these in here for now just to not forget about it. I only had a couple left. I was surprised these AliExpress bolts. Sorry about the noise, guys. These AliExpress bolts actually ended up working on these, and I was surprised because everyone was like, don't get them, don't get them. They worked for me. But the thing is, I tried to price them out through McMaster Car, where I get a lot of my M3 hardware. And just the M2 bolts that this was filled with, not even including the bearings, anything, was like $175, I think, or something like that. That's just the M2 bolts. I like to do it most of the way and then tighten it up with this after. But I also need to get some M3, had to get nuts, had to get a few other things. And you talking about this, AJ? Because if so, there's I do have a build series on it. I'm not sure if you saw it or not. I forget who comments on what and sees what. But yeah, there's a build series on this. It runs. I broke it recently, obviously, hence this. But with all the snow out, I can't really do much. So maybe you're talking about the trailing part. I can't wait to trail this thing either. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. But recently, what did I do? Oh, I can't put the bed on. That's right. I was gonna maybe put the bed back on, but I can't. I wanted to put rock lights on it, and it's just easier to do it with the bed off. If you ever build one of these, do all of your wiring before you do the bed in this torsion-free bed part, because it's such a pain to get your zip ties in between this frame. And I don't want to take all this off again because it's just a pain to take all these screws off. So here we go. What's going on, CK? This is the MOG. It's a fully 3D printed. I have a build series on it. I just finished up not too long ago, but I ended up breaking the pinion. It's a 3D printed gear set and pinion, everything. And I ended up, yesterday I was kind of hot rodding on it. Kind of hot rodding a bit in the snowbanks and everything, and I blew the pinion right out. So I reprinted that, and then the whole trans case, because it was a little warped. So, but yeah, it's been fun. And if you're going to print this, do what everyone else says and do PLA. Don't even bother with PETG, PCTG, anything. I regret printing PETG and PCTG for the frame and everything, because it got stiffer when I put this frame on. Well, it's not as bad now. When I would pick this up before this frame, this thing would bow like a banana. It was ridiculous. But yeah, it's definitely PLA. This is all PLA, and it feels so much better. PLA, bamboo PLA tough. And I ended up reprinting, I think, every axle housing in PLA Plus from Sunluke, because that's what I had. The only reason I had PLA tough is because I got a bunch of Maker World points, and I got like, I don't know, like 6 boxes of it, because I'm going to do another one of these, but 4x4, so no third axle, and I'm going to make that one probably a camper, because this one's just the flatbed. Actually, I got the bed right here. And the next one, they make there's a 6x6 camper and a 4x4 camper. I want to make the 4x4 camper. Chaz, you weren't here before, so I'll show you the cab. So this thing's massive. You're a small truck guy, I know that. Let's see. Rock van. Since we've already talked about that one a few times, look. I just show you the difference in size, man. It's just nuts. These landmines are 6-inch landmines. I originally bought a set of 4 of them for my Helaman, but I didn't really like them on there. Good trail tire, I'd say, but it's yeah, wasn't a Helaman tire, so that ended up getting ruptures, but put back on it that it had originally. Yeah, it is, man. I just saw your video with the bug. The thing looks sick. I have a bug but I kind of lost. I don't want to say I lost interest in it, but one of those things where you buy a bunch of stuff, you throw parts at it, and you're like, that didn't work, and you get frustrated. It barely fits on my workbench, as you can see. Like every time I go to work on this thing, I have to clear more crap off of it. Like when I have to work on this side, I got to flip it back around, work over here. Then I got to work on this. And that's how the instructions go too. The instructions don't tell you to do everything on this side and then do everything on this side. So the instructions are like, put this battery mount on. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going to put this on. Then next is going to be this, right? Nope. It's going to be over here. So I'm like, fine, flip it around, do that side. Oh, we're going to probably do something over here, right? Nope. We're going to do this one. Okay. Flip it around, do this one, then go back and do this one. And it's like, just do one side. Yeah, no, ruptures are definitely back and forth. It depends on the terrain. Like my granite here, because it's the granite state here in New Hampshire. Old man in the mountain. So sad he passed. He's down. What was that? 2003? Anyway, you guys have probably no idea what I'm talking about. The granite here, the ruptures work awesome. They just are phenomenal. And I just liked them on there. I tried swampers. I had some 6-inch swampers on the Heliumon, and I know I didn't really scrub them in much, but they worked so badly compared to the ruptures. Even though swampers do great on a lot of trucks, I think it's just this size to the weight of the truck. I'm not sure what it was. Also, I had a crappy insert in it before. Now I got a Team Revolt 3D printed insert in here. It's yeah, these are going to go on the 4x4 version of this when I do it. So it's going to be a Mog. It's going to be a Unibog with a camper on swampers. That's the idea so far. Anyways, Chaz, like I was saying, I did a bug at 1.2, and you don't really see it on the channel much because I put everything on it. This was before the channel, honestly. And I did the Go Up RC because it was cheap. And is this battery still plugged in? Oh no, it's not. Okay, good. I'm like, holy crap, I haven't used this in months. I put Mias nylons on it. Rock bumps, brass trio wheels, like made some rock sliders for it. This is like an Amazon carbon fiber chassis, the Endura body, and it performed so crappy. I got mad at it, and it just put it up on the shelf, and it just sat there for I don't even know how long. I revisited it once not too long ago. Still wasn't a fan. So I think I just need a different chassis. I think it's the cheap Amazon chassis that goes on there. But yeah, then I was like looking at your build that you just did. And maybe I'll go with something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to do something with it because it just sits there. And I absolutely love I'm a Volkswagen guy, Toyota guy, Ford guy, and I've had all kinds of Volkswagen Mark IIIs, Mark IIs. They're fun, and I've always wanted a bug, but I never really got my hands on one. So I kind of want. That's why I got this body. So I was like, hey, I can have a small bug, and I just gotta work on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Really? Do they, AJ? I'm gonna say it's surprising, and I'm not even lying. That's surprising. Okay, so just like people, as said, the ruptures. Raiden didn't like the ruptures. I don't like the Hyrax. Around here, they're horrible. I don't know what I think it's that rounded sort of lug thing. The only set of Hyrax I have here are they're not even Hyrax. They're like knockoff Hyraxes off of like some China. Where'd they go? They're on some China wheels that I got from like little guys. 1.0 is like 55s. These did horrible too. But they came on some wheels. They're just sitting here. They were on my daughter's deadbolt for the longest time. And I just happened to switch them out recently. They just don't do good in my area. But they're like one of the most widely like copied tire for some reason. And it makes, again, it's because of my area probably. It makes no sense. But it's just bad here probably. Oh, you guys can see my noggin. Look at that. You can see my little bald spot. Knobby tires with big lugs seem to work best. Smallest tread pattern I like is the Enduro Swamp Stomper tread on the 60. Yeah, I don't think I've tried the Swamp Stompers. I'm trying to remember. Half the time I don't remember the name of the Endura tires. Endura Swamp Stompers. Oh, they're like a Baja Pro design, sort of. Those would probably do pretty good. Baja Pro, Tusk, Fusk, you know, that kind of tire that everyone copies too. Yeah, 63 millimeter. That's a good size. Depends on the truck, obviously. You know. I know for me, it's. I'm trying to think. The ones that are my favorite so far have been the Swampers on the Ascent 18. Those are the Pro Line small Swampers. The Super Bouncers on my Fury Wagon. Those have been. Oh, that almost just had a tumble. Everything. The Swampers, Super Bouncers on here have been awesome. It has the pink inserts. They're so soft, and it just grips on this thing. Yeah, I've loved it so far on that. The Obsidian were pretty good. That's why I wanted to try them on the Rock Van again. So I swapped them to there. The Arctos did really good on those other tires, but then I tried these because I had a whole bunch of them. The Klingons. Well, these are Klingons, and then these are like Amazon Klingons. You know, they're not real. But these have been doing really good with this thing. 59 millimeter Next Racing shocks and everything. See if I can sneak that through in there again. And then I'm trying to think what else here. Oh, and I have the Klingons also on my SCX 24 6x6 that I designed. Let's see. You know what? There's too much stuff, I think, there. I might have a problem. One of these days I'll clean up. You guys said I was, the Klingons on this thing. I have this file up on MakerWorld. My first try at trying to do a chassis. It's done pretty good. I can find some pretty good stuff with that. And I think mini tire wise, that's been. So I don't like the landmines for crawling on this or on the Gila one, but they do pretty good on my Bronco. I have the little itty bitty ones. What are they, 54? They don't say on the side. I think they're 55, 54, something like that, millimeter. They've actually done really good on this. I think it's because of how heavy this thing is, because of the body and everything. And, it has the Mias axles and aluminum skid. Yeah, that does pretty good, honestly, for being a top heavy truck. Because of your expansive J Concepts, you're hesitant to try Pro Line because you like the J Concepts and don't want to not like the Pro Line. Is that what it is? If I'm honest, I am more of a J Concepts guy, just because I don't have a lot of Pro Line, and I just kind of have gravitated towards J Concepts. Because I like the rock bumps did really good. I just don't have them on a truck right now. And so that stays there. What's that massive chassis? This massive chassis is the Casadio Design 3D printed MOG. It's a 6x6, has rear steer. I don't know why I keep taking the cab off, but the cab is off right now. Well, just because of, I was going to put it here so you can see it. But the cab is off because I was doing a transmission swap in it, redoing it. I don't like the ruptures, which makes me, oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm trying to think of what other Pro Line tires I have. I don't really have a lot. Yeah, because I have those little Swampers. I have the bigger Swampers. Ruptures. Those are pretty good, though, for me. Yeah, the thing's huge, man. Yeah. It's a 1/7 ish scale Unimog. Yeah, it's like funny because you can put like the SCX30 like inside the cab, and it just fits in there. Yeah, you can do some dash crawling just like you can in real life. I know, right, Jazz? Just fits right in there. I know, right? That 24 is just in. And then you put this next to it, and you're like, it's like an ant, you know? Then you got my little. I'm printing some of the Cactus Craft boats to Wet Biscuit. Don't Google that without saying boat after Wet Biscuit or Cactus Craft, because you're not going to like what you read. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but you can read it online. So Chaz, the build series is long. Like each episode is like 45 minutes to like an hour. And if you're not really, I'm just going to give you a heads up. If you're not really into build series and maybe you're not going to build it, it might be a little boring. But I literally only made it to like answer people's questions about the build because a lot of people on the Facebook groups. Oh, RC Zilla, what's up? Yeah, I know you did, RC Zilla. It's not good. It's not. Yeah. What scale is the truck here, Cody? It's 1/7 ish. Like when I did the math, well, I say I did the math. When ChatGPT and me did the math, it said it was going to be about a 16.4, I think, 16.2 ish, but he calls it a 1/7, and I mean it's pretty close to 1/7. It all depends on what you measure, I guess, technically. So it's about 1/7. Um, but yeah, anyways, Chaz, it can be boring. I really only made it to answer questions because people weren't sure how to build it. They kept asking a lot of questions on the Facebook groups, and people would try to explain it, but it was kind of easier to show it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go through it and build it. And if I have questions or problems, people can see what I did and just go through it all. So it's like a 6-part series because I do like the axles, then it's the frame, and then it's the transmission, it's the bed and the cab, and it's just because I mean this thing even has an interior. It's got seats, it's got a dashboard, it's got a steering wheel, it's got door panels. Oh, it is not easy to do this like this. It's even got foot pedals down at the bottom. Like, you know, it's got grab handles on the side right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just poked a window through on the door. Not doing it any favors by trying to touch it and move it around. It's going to sit right there for a little while and look awkward. Yeah, there's a window. This window on the other side just popped out with my hand because it's just a press fit with a seal, and on the other side, whoopsie. What I didn't model this. This was by Casadia Design, but I model in Fusion 360 for everything that I make in design. Scared to drive this? When I first drove it, I was like, this thing's all 3D printed. Even the gears are 3D printed. If anyone watches it, the portal gears are 3D printed. The diffs are 3D printed. Everything's 3D printed on this thing. So it was definitely a little sketchy to drive it the first time I did it. But it did okay. I mean, I blew out the pinion recently, but like I was saying before, it's because I think that there was too many gaps in the transmission and everything. It was just too warped. I shouldn't have put it together. But I was like, nah, it'll be fine. I'll just screw it together. The bearings seem like they're seating fine, but I don't think that was I don't think that was it. I think it was just that yeah. It doesn't help that so he designed this with a 1200 kV Fusion SE in mind. The thing is, that's just way too small. That's way too it's way too it's only like 40 amps on the Fusion SE 1200 kV motor. And this is a big truck. And some people are actually having problems with it browning out and going into like, I think like thermal protection. So this is a Fusion 8 SE RTR. So like the size of it's an 1/8 scale Hobby Wing Fusion. but it's the RTR version out of my Yukon Rock Slide. So it's got like, I think a 60 amp ESC, I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 60 amp. And so that, and it's been fine for me. I mean, I was like, so yesterday when I blew out that pinion, I'm gonna move this before I break it again. Yesterday before I blew out that pinion, I was like jumping little snowbanks and stuff. And I was just trying to torture test it. Because I'm going to be going on a trip in a couple months, in a month or two, and I want to bring this with me down south. Oh. And so I'm trying to torture test what I can here. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff around, so sorry about the scratching. Figured I'd bring up another big truck. Oh, and there goes the Yukon. Here's the Rock Slide. RC Zilla. Listen, there's a ladybug on here. What the? It's so dusty because I haven't been able to run it in months. Okay. No, not BTC. I wish. Maybe. Well, I mean, maybe. We'll see how it depends. This thing is so dusty. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. No, I wish. I'm bringing my Ford Expedition, and luckily I don't have kids on this trip. And it's I'll have plenty of room because it's an EL. But yeah, I almost need a trailer for it. Oh, anyways, RC Zilla print hours. The cab alone, just the brown cab, not including the interior, was 47 hours of print time. And I only know that because I printed that whole cab twice. I printed it the first time in PCTG, which I have already kind of complained to you guys about and told you guys it didn't come out right. In this green, and as you can see, like you see all those lines. No matter what I did, I couldn't get rid of all the lines. It just wasn't working out for me. I was having problems. So this whole bag right here is another cab. But when I went to reprint it, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Hey, what's going on, Rob? We were just talking about the MOG that I broke a little bit. Oh yeah, anyways. I keep getting distracted, RC Zilla. So I reprinted that whole cab because I was going onto the cab build section of the video. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to count all the hours. So as I was printing, I made us an Excel sheet. It was 47 hours for that whole cab. Luckily, I have the 2 bamboo P1Ss. And I was able to get it done in, a little over 20-something hours. I just put a lot of the prints I kind of stacked in as much as I could into one build plate and did them overnight or while I was at work. Wasn't it, Jake? I didn't know. I think when I saw you that day, I was like, I don't think he's seen this in person, first of all. And I don't think I told him I was bringing this thing. It is massive. And now you're going to have the Helium on this year. So that'll be sweet. Well, I'll bring my Helium on or I'll bring this one or something. Nice big old trucks going up there. I mean, I cannot wait for the snow to go away. And of course, we're supposed to get, 8 to 12 inches this Sunday? I don't know if you saw that, Jake. Oh, yeah, but this was what had the SCRTR that's in that MOG originally. And I put a full Fusion 8 into here. See you later, Chaz. Good luck on the videos. I got to finish up some videos myself, but I decided I wanted to try doing this live thing, and I figured Saturday's probably the easiest one because get the kids to bed and I have to work tomorrow. So yeah, this one's got a full Fusion 8 in it. Rock sliders I designed, I printed. They're on Maker World, and you can buy them on the site. Taller receiver box. My pin mod to do you have to have the clips on the top. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I think I'm gonna do, Raiden. And I think I might try to schedule it that way. It just all depends on kids and whatnot. I think it'd be pretty easy to do though, because I don't have a lot going on in the winter. So even if it's just like Saturday nights for the winter, and then we figure it out from there. But great to see you, Chaz. Well, great to talk to you, Chaz, I guess. You guys kind of saw my hands. We should live sometime, by the way, Chaz. Shoot me a message. It's kind of nice to be able to talk to somebody else, I think, here sometimes. I don't know. I was going to do it earlier, but like we talked about at the beginning, but that didn't work out. Ooh. What do we got going on? Yeah, I can't wait to get this thing out again. Can't wait for the weather to get. And I got to swap a lot of this into stainless too, because I didn't get to go out a ton of this, but it like it's like black oxide bolts. A lot of them are like kind of rusting, so I think I'm going to swap a lot of this to stainless because I do trail with this a ton, and don't want it to be rusting every time I go out more and more. I also want to try to make a new clip for this because I don't mind this clip like this. Especially when I'm trying to, there's a camera here, so that was a little harder than usual. Plus, I usually have it this way. I want to try to make this kind of like the Vertex style or like the new derp system. I think it has like a little spring type clip on the end. I think I might try to do that soon. But yeah, SCS6 tires and wheels, 2.9s. J Concepts tires, Tusks, and then Proline Steelies, and they're like a plastic housing, which I thought was weird. It's like a steel face with a plastic housing. But this thing has been awesome. Some of the lines I can pull is ridiculous, especially with the size of it. It's like, holy crap, What else did I have to work on? Was there anything? Oh. RC's okay, so this is the thing. Where I live, my town gets snow until March, April, at least, usually. So this Sunday to Monday, I'm supposed to get 8 to 12 inches of snow here, but I'm probably going to get 12 to 18 just because of my elevation. It's a lot of room. So I'm lucky enough to have, okay, this is my workbench that you guys always see. Over there, there's a fridge, 2 monitors that I use for my camera here, and then my camera that I have up here when I do overhead stuff. There is just shelves over here of just basement. I'm in the basement. There's just basement crap. And then under the stairs, just basement crap, and then there's the furnace, and then there's a hot water heater, my gun safe. I have a bunch of Milwaukee pack-out drawers for like tools and basement stuff, like house stuff. So I don't have a lot of room in here. I have a garage, but the problem is I have projects all the time in there that I'm never finishing. I have 2 4-wheelers in there. I got a motorcycle. Just tons of crap. So it's just like room-wise is questionable. The thing is, I have an upstairs in my garage that I have lasers in. So I have 2 diode lasers, a CO2 laser, and a fiber laser. Kind of a side job I have, CK Graphics. And it's got a ton of space up there, but the heat situation is not great. So I think this spring I kind of want to, so I just recently insulated the roof on there in that, and I have a mini split that I have to put in there for the AC in the winter up there because it gets really hot up there. But it also has a heat pump built in, and I'm thinking about moving all this stuff into there. Oh, I might try to start taking apart the high trail while we're here. I'm thinking about putting. See you later, Jake. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for stopping in. Hoping maybe we'll do this every Saturday, like we were talking about. It'd be sweet to do. I think just to kind of get a schedule going or something. But yeah, no, it's really fun in here. It's just that it is tight, and if I move this bench out into the garage upstairs, I would have tons of room. up there. I got to throw away a bunch of random crap, but I have a bunch of room up there, and I can have, because right now I have like over here I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 place like plastic shelving unit, and it's full of the 1/10s and the UTV-18 and a couple other things, and then the rock slide just like lives on the floor over here. Same with the Mog. And the Heliumon usually does too, but I have some stuff swapped out for that right now. So that's just not really an issue. Well, how's this one come apart again? I haven't taken this off in a while. I've been wanting to do a transmission swap in this thing and everything, because I don't know why they decided to. Why did these RTR people like to ruin things? You know, it's crazy to me. Like, you could have put something a little better, just like transmission gears, to slow it down. I mean, the slow car's not horrible, but it's not great. But yeah, that's where this transmission is going to come in, that I decided to put away. And Mortal Kombat, man, I haven't played that since Mortal Kombat. I don't remember the last time I played Mortal Kombat. That was probably, I'm going to say 90s. I think when I got into like high school, I definitely dipped out of games as much as I did because I got into cars. Well, my dad got me into trucks and stuff. The Tacoma. Okay, so the Tacoma, I'll put this to the side for a second. I'm guessing you're talking about the FCX 24M. The problem with this is I bought it just like the D110. I got them just as winter was hitting. And I had bought some stuff from Batrazi. And they shipped it. And then like a couple weeks later, it still didn't show up. And it all came from Florida. It wasn't anything from their China place, China warehouse. And I had already started working on, I think, D110? No, I didn't work on anything really. I started messing around with this, but then I kind of got frustrated about the brushless situation because the transmission is so tight you can't put anything bigger than this. And then you can put one of those brushless like 1224s in, like the no-name China ones, but they have such high kV. I'm kind of questioning it. I just never did it. People say that they like it though, so I might end up going to that. So I kind of put this to the side because I was waiting on a brushless setup, and then I did the D110 stuff with like the brass wheels, and I added the lights and stuff like I did Batrazi link, steering links, and did the motor mount. I mean the battery mount in the front, which I have that file up on Maker World, and then the magnet mounts here. I just literally E6000 them, and then they moved on me, so it looks like garbage. But yeah, it's but that's been really nice. Just doing these alone are like a game changer on this D110. This one I put on the Batrazi Sheriff wheels in the tires. What do they call these? I don't know what they call them. They're 48 millimeter though. 49? 48 millimeter. I love the look of those wheels on this truck. I did the front battery mount. And I've had this transmission apart probably 12, 15 times. I don't know, I feel like. And I was trying different motors in it. I tried this is the Enduro Purple motor. Honestly, it's the Enduro Purple motor because I can't find the stock FMS motor. I have no idea where I put it. I went to go put it back to like stock because I was like, you know what, ran great stock, so I'll just run it there for now. And I could not find the motor. I have no idea where I put it. I don't know if I put it in a different truck and I forgot somehow. I've looked through all my trucks though, so it's confusing as hell. You know what I didn't look in? There's the Bronco. Nope, it has an Enduro Purple. Okay. I have no idea where I put that motor. It must have fallen. The thing is, down here underneath the table is Milwaukee pack-out boxes, and stuff kind of falls behind it, and I can't see it or get to it very easily. So, yeah. But, yeah, so I haven't done anything to this, really, except for these wheels and tires and the battery mount. But I do plan on doing some stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do motor-wise. Oh, it sure does, RCzilla. It sure does. I was very surprised how much just adding these wheels and that little bit of what I do, the servo horn is the servo horn, the servo mount bracket, brass steering link, and these wheels. And it was like a total different truck, like totally different truck. And it actually made the weight flip to being like 50. I don't know if anyone else has watched the video, because I can't remember it myself. I think I ended up going from like 49.51 to like 51.49. So it ended up going more front bias as soon as I did this. So, game changer. And then this truck already did really good as it was because it's so long and like a low body. It did really good stock. And adding these wheels, and then I accidentally bought the aluminum link instead of the brass one, but whatever, it's fine. And I have the brass servo horn and the brass servo mount. I think just that alone is going to make this a different truck just like that, like crazy. Oh yeah, I did the magnet mounts on this one too. What's nice about this one is it has the centering posts. So when you do the magnets on here and you close this, it centers no problem for you. Whereas if you do it on this one, there's no centering spots. So I was like going like this, and I'm like checking it out, like eyeing it, trying to get the wheels as center as I could. I like put masking tape around it to like hold it in place. And then the magnet slid, like as you guys saw, it looked like crap. On the Tacoma. Yeah, okay, yeah, on the Tacoma. I want to do shocks. I don't mind them, but I want to do shocks. These, I don't mind this one. I think this one's gonna stay like this as it is because I kind of like it doing the floppy thing because it's such a tall truck. I like seeing this, and it does really well. Yeah, the D90. The problem with that is that it's like the tire's like what here, so you're like, oh, it's such a short wheelbase. Honestly, I kind of want it just because it's kind of goofy to me looking. But I think before I get the D90, I'm gonna want to get like the Range Rover and stuff. Like it's just so short, the D90. It's like one of those things where I think I might slowly buy like all of them, and then that'll be like the last one just to complete the kit. Because I'll be like, I have 3. I need the 4th to just do to have the whole kit, you know. Oh, by the way, I let me know. So I had never done this live before, as everyone saw at the beginning, probably that was here. I turned off monetization for this so you guys wouldn't get random B-rolls in the middle or whatever, like advertisements. So just let me know if it does, because then that way I can remember to check next time. But I think I did it all correctly, so you don't get like random advertisements in the middle of me talking. The 40. Oh, you know what? I do have shocks for this. I totally forgot. Yeah, these are the 40 millimeters with the brass ends. You just reminded me about them. I've had these sitting here for probably 3 months because I was going to do this video and work on this, and I just haven't because I wanted to do the brushless thing. I never got to it. Maybe I'll have to get going on this one because I got to finish up some of these before winter's over. Kind of like this one. I want to do the high trail. I bought this. I think I talked about it one time. The Delica. I bought the cheapest one I could find on AliExpress, the 2-wheel drive version, because this is all getting ripped out, and it's probably going to go in SCX24 chassis, just because of the wheelbase and the tire size, I think. And I have a bunch of SCX24 parts, so that'll be a project. That's just a for fun, whatever project. So I got this one, I got that one, I got this one. Let's see, are there any other? I don't think there's any other. Oh, I have a bunch of parts for the SCX30. Well, not a bunch. I have hot racing brass links. Then I have Endura aluminum links because I kind of wanted to try them out. I'm gonna do like a video on like both of them and see what I like better. And then I have this one already has. They both have the hot racing steering links. I have the Endura knuckles because I wanted the smaller knuckles than the big hot racing ones. I have the brass tire inserts. I think there's a couple more things I can't remember. But anyway, this one's the brushless one. It's got we already talked about that one, pretty sure. So I want to do that, just kind of, comparing-ish. Then I have a Cent 32 brass and links and stuff like that. What oil do you run in the small trucks? So the small trucks in my SCX24s, I've always ran. So I say always. I used to run because I haven't really I don't really mess with the 24s as much as I do the 18s now. So the 24s are just kind of there, and I use them every so often, but I don't touch them and adjust them much. I love the Bronco the most, honestly. I used to put diff oil in them because they're so small. The fluid was almost useless to me. I put up to like 100 weight fluid, and I didn't really like the difference that it did. I have 40, 60, 80, and 100 that I use on my bigger crawlers usually, and I didn't see a difference between those. So I just ended up putting like, what is it? I got it right here. Was it 10,000? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 10,000 diff fluid, 10,000 K. Well, I had another one. Yeah, I just ended up putting some 10,000 diff fluid in it. I just didn't fill it up all the way. I just kind of I used it as like grease. You know how a lot of people use grease in theirs just to kind of lube it. Oh, even though they are oil filled Endura 39 millimeters. But those have been pretty good. And those the 18th scale. Well, where is it here? The Rock Van, the Arctos, the Terranaut, and the Ascent 18. They all have, I think, 60 weight oil in them. Tracks is 60 weight. So that's what I bought, like one of the packs of like 60, 80, 40, 100. I think they got 60 in them, and it's been good. And then I use 60. 60 is kind of like my overall kind of I start with, and I usually end up staying with it. And it works pretty good in most of my trucks. So, I mean, the screws are small on the 30, but they're not that much smaller than the 24s to me. I think it's just because I can have this bench, and it's like when I'm sitting here at the bench, it's so close to my face. You know, like it's not. I made this bench tall. Like my arms are barely angled. I made this tall, so it's closer to me. So, like, if this is not a computer desk at all or anything, like I made this out of random crap I had. Like this right here is like pallet wood from like some German machines that come in that I work on. And this like is like really nice plywood that it comes with. And I was like, well, I'm going to use this for something. So I made all this stuff. This is 1x7, I think. And I made some, what are they called? Barn doors for my living room for like a long time ago when we moved in here. And I ended up taking those down, and I was like, well, I can reuse those for something. So I made this. And so yeah, I can work on the 30s, and I'm close enough to it. And I also use, I don't know where's my mat. I have a rubber work mat I work on. So at least when it falls, it just kind of stays on the mat because there's an edge. They don't roll away on me, and they're not gone. But yeah, I'll put this over here. So yeah, the Tacoma will have a video coming. I just need to kind of want to figure out what brushless I want to put in it. So it's kind of like an all-in-one video, but maybe I'll separate it. Because some people say that, like, I used to try to do videos where like I did more in one. But then I realized they're kind of getting long if I do it that way. And people like, I think they kind of get like bored. They're like, you're doing way too much at once. And like I remember one guy was like, this is way too chaotic for me or something. So I kind of took that to like, you know, I never thought about that. If I'm doing too much at one time, people get confused maybe, or they don't really follow because there's just so much going on. Because like on the Terranaut video, I did brushless. What did I do? I did brushless, brass portal covers, brass C-hubs. I did lights. I did LEDs. I did all kinds. I did a whole bunch of stuff all at once. And so like afterwards, I was like, you know what? That does seem like it's a lot at once. I got to kind of maybe break it up because some people aren't trying to do all that stuff. They just want to add brushless, so they just want to do this. So if I separate it, at least it's not so crazy for people. So to hold those screws, the 24s are right at the borderline of what I actually handle. Yeah, no, I definitely get it. I'm like barely okay with the 30s, and well, not the 32 is just like a 24, but it's just kind of a garbage truck unless you do a ton of stuff to it. But like all the bolts on the 32 are M1.4 as far as I can tell. Like when I took it apart, and I think the only ones that aren't are these stupid drive shaft screws or Phillips here. They're like 3 millimeters long or 4 millimeters long. That's the worst ones. But I'm pretty sure You know what? There is some M1.2s. I forgot. I think these are 1.2s, and I lost one. Fell on my carpet. Gone forever. Tried using a magnet on the carpet. Like, nope, not happening. See you later, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad to actually see people on because this is the first live I've done, and I was like, not gonna lie, I was really regretting like having like no one here. So thanks guys for hanging out and talking and chilling. It's just it's kind of intimidating, I guess you could say. Like I was talking to this with 24 Yep sort of on a live stream. I was like, man, I think about going live, but like it's just I don't want to sit there talking to myself the whole time, and then people go to rewatch it later and like this dude just talked to himself for like an hour and a half, or I mean I do that anyways for videos, but that's usually I know I'm happening and I'm doing it for a reason. So yeah, thanks for stopping in, guys. But yeah, I think I might. Oh yeah, that's right. These come out from the top. And I've never taken a trx4m apart. This is my first one. And I only got it because it was on sale. And I wanted to see what they were like. Put those two screws out. Is this part of that? No. It's like it's hooked into the frame rail. Nope. Okay. It's just, oh, the tape of this sticker was stuck to the front of that transmission. Interesting. Never seen that before. Oh, you've been waiting for one? Yeah, I guess, like I told you, I just felt weird. Man, what is it? How do you, oh, there's a hook. But no, now that I've had the first one, I think I'm okay with this. I think we'll do more. It's kind of cool to like talk to people, and get some stuff done. You can kind of see how I fumble through things. Rob, the only reason I started doing anything with this channel was the Arctos, honestly. I had the tilt bed, and I like designed a whole, I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's a rollback. It rolls back and it tilts like a actual rollback truck. And I had designed the whole thing. I put it up on Colts 3D, and people were like, "Oh, that's cool," but like the instructions, like you're trying to type out the instructions on how to put it together. It's like kind of weird. So I was like, I'll just take a video of it and like I'll just throw it out there because at first I was only just doing shorts. I would just throw shorts out all the time. I did shorts every day, like one a day for like 7 months, I think it was. And I was like, I'll just start doing, I'll do a how-to video on that. And then I think I did a how-to video on my Arctos flatbed, like the wooden flatbed. And I kind of liked doing it. Like it was kind of like another hobby. And then I liked editing. I use DaVinci Resolve. And I was like, this is kind of fun to be able to like chop it up and make it work and like show a story, but like delete all the crap. So like I usually, and I know it's back and forth if people like it, but I I do like the jump cut stuff because I don't want to sit like you're gonna see me on live because we're talking. We're kind of like in a conversation. But like if you're just here for like the information, you don't want to see me like undo like 10, 15, 20 bolts. Like let me tell you, with the MOG, I don't know if you guys saw those wheels, but there is on the outside rim, if I remember correctly, there's 26 bolts all the way around. And then there's an inner ring that goes onto the hub that has like another 10 or 12, and there's 3 in the center, plus all the nuts that go around it. There was like an hour right there of like just putting in nuts and stuff. So I just paused the recording and just did it. Told people what I was doing, and then that was it. Well, like, so that's why there's jump cuts and stuff because like I people's time is valuable. Oh, it's so nuts, Rob. Yeah. We'll probably talk to ourselves. Got to take the dog for a walk in a minute. Thanks for doing the live. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Zilla. I'm glad to. Really hope that I can meet you if you come out this way. Hopefully it works out for us. I don't know when you still plan on coming. Well, I know there's not really a plan, quote unquote. But yeah, shoot me a message in Discord. But anyways, so if you just want to share information, it's like the best way to just do it, and just talk about it. Like I literally record on a Samsung S24. It's like an old phone that I got from work. This is the overhead one is a Samsung S23. I just start at the same time. DaVinci Resolve can you click on the two and say make multicam, and it just puts them together. It syncs the audio, does everything for you, and it's really easy. If you're let's say it's easy, but I YouTube a lot of stuff because I'm I don't know how to do this thing or that thing, or the multicam thing. I had to look up how to do it, and then transitions and edits and stuff. So there was definitely a learning curve, but once you do it a few times, it's it used to take me probably 4 hours to edit a 45-minute video, but now I can do it in a little bit longer than whatever it takes. So if it's an hour long of recording, it's probably an hour and a half of maybe edit, because I'm still not great at it, but I'm better because I know some of the shortcuts on the keyboard and this and that, and I'm not trying to fumble around on the display trying to do things. So it works out, pretty good. But it can be fun. It's just another hobby. That's why I don't really care too much if I make money right now, at all. It's just fun to do and share information. I think this is how this comes out. Yeah, look at that. Nice and easy. I kind of like that the trx4m bolts in from the top. No, it's actually I kind of got on a talk, and then it's a Hollyland. And this I have it clipped on here all the time pretty much, and then sometimes I'll clip it onto my glasses, and sometimes I'll clip it onto my hat brim, and it's got a okay. It's like a magnet. So you could technically put this in your shirt and clip it to your shirt, or you can have this connected to it. This is one of these is actually for this one, so you can have two people talking at the same time, and then it plugs into the USB-C on the bottom of this phone, or you can get one that's a lightning connector. If you have an older, not older iPhone, but an iPhone that was not made in the last year or two, and it's an adapter that goes to it. It works awesome, and it's they're $60, $70. They're pretty cheap, but it was good. Yeah, it does pretty good noise cancellation. The only problem is if I do a loud noise and then I keep talking and I don't wait, the noise cancellation takes a minute to go back up. So sometimes you'll see in the recordings, I'll do something maybe with the gun, or I'll drop something. If I drop something, it lowers the volume. And then if I start talking too quickly, you'll hear a muffled version of me, and then it gets loud. I get louder. So I need to figure out how to mess with that. I think that there's a Hollyland app on the phone, and I think I can adjust it to not do it as much. I keep forgetting to check it out. I don't really know much about it. So it's kind of you just keep forgetting to think about it. I just keep forgetting to look at it. Oh, there we go. And this should just go right here. Which way does it go? Does it have to go? It only can go one way, right? Yeah. Because of the square. Can't go this way. Good. I want the motor forward anyways. So. Yes, it does. So it's an S24 with 3 cameras. I think one's macro, so it doesn't use that one. So sometimes if I'm getting close to the camera to show you guys, right now, and then back away, it does that. And sometimes it can't. So if I have a thing, I try to do this and try to help it out. But it's just, it's a free phone that does 4K. So see you later, Zilla. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. So I just, I try to put my hand up when I can to show a thing, and so it doesn't do the back and forth autofocus. You can do it fixed, but then I can't show you guys things like that. So it's kind of a catch-22. But yeah. Oh, drive shaft. Oh, you know what's funny? I took this apart, and now I got to take it back apart again just to put this in it. I thought about putting a different kind of motor in. I had a rocket motor that I thought about throwing in here, but it's just too high kV and it's not as smooth as like the Secure. And this thing, I feel like is going to need it because of the gearing and whatnot. I mean, it has the, you know, these are the 24.1 gears, but still. Have you seen the 4M clones? What do you think of them? I might get one. You know, I thought about getting one, but what it was is one of the local hobby shops. The guy was retiring, like a hobby. What are they called? They don't do just RCs. They do crafts and all kinds of stuff. And he was retiring, so there was a sale, and I just happened to go in there with my son. Yeah, one of my older sons, and saw that the 4M was on sale, and it was a high trail, and I was like, man, I really like. So I'm a Ford guy, and my dad used to have a truck like this style back in the day. That's what I have a video on the SCX24 talking about it. I kind of made it look sort of like his truck, and I just always liked that era of truck. So when I saw that it was on, I think I got it for like 130, 140. I don't know, something like that. But it was cheaper than you can get it anywhere else because it's on the clearance because he was closing down. And so I just like forget it, and I grabbed it. I had some cash from selling some stuff in my pocket, kind of burning a hole, I guess, and kind of impulse bought it. And unfortunately, it was around Christmas, so we were getting all the snow everywhere. So when I did my unboxing and then, you know, a little bit of upgrade video, I had a little bit of snow, snow-free areas that I had to go to. Like nothing around my house, I had to drive to it. I have a couple spots that I kind of go, like my go-to places that I know, A, not a lot of people around, and B, have places that I want to like test regularly to see the difference in stuff. So like I went to a bunch of places with the unboxing. Oh, it all fell apart again. I went to a bunch of places with the unboxing, and then I went to those same places after, pretty much. What the? No, that bearing's for that one. Then that way it was just kind of like a nice comparison video I was hoping for. There. That goes there. I just put this back together. You guys saw me struggle with it. There. Okay, there we go. I just want to put it together so when I go to put this on, where I think. Oh, someone flushed the toilet. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna have to have the wire go up on this one, I think. This goes this direction. I'd like to have it go down. I hate having the wires sticking up. I can have it sideways. No. No. No, it pretty much has to stick up. Yep. That's the problem with doing this in the basement. The water pipe's right there. Oh, I can put it like this and it should work, I think. But you know what? The wife doesn't complain too much. So I can't really have an issue with it. I will probably stop this. I think I'm going to go another. Oh, that's upside down. I think. Oh, I did this backwards again. I don't know what I'm trying. Did you ever put the steel gear in the Tacoma? Did it change? No, the steel gear is the same speed. It's like literally just a steel version of. It's literally just a steel version of the plastic one, and it's the loudest thing ever. I put the in the Tacoma. I kept it because I cannot find my plastic one. The D110. So on both of them, I put the steel gear in at the same time because I was like, oh, I'll just swap it out. I put the D110 one back in, and then when I went to go do the Tacoma one, I put the plastic back in because it was so loud. I couldn't find it. I have no idea where I put it. So I just have a loud Tacoma right now until I can find that gear. It's like nice that they give you it, but and I don't understand. Like, well, I understand when it's loud, but like at the same time, I'm like, it's ridiculous, kind of how loud it is. for this such a little truck. What the? There. I just fought with this too. It's the worst part of it. I should have just done this when I had it apart before. No, that one. Yeah, no, that one doesn't go there. That one goes here. Then this one goes there. Hey, I remembered. Yeah, no, it is stronger, but it's just not. I don't like noise. I like to be kind of quiet-ish. I mean, it's just kind of frustrating how loud it is. Have you done the aluminum tape sheet yet? You talking about like the aluminum crawler course that everyone's been doing? No, I don't really plan on it. I don't really like fake stuff a lot. It's just I have oh my god, why is this catching? Oh, you know why it's catching? Because I have to put it the other way. I like to do real rocks, and then honestly, in the winter, mostly what I've been doing is just crawling around the house a little bit and having like my 1/10 trucks outside in the snow as much as I can with the tracks and everything. I've been wanting to make a course in my garage with a bunch of real rocks upstairs, like I was talking about, where I might put all this stuff that's here, because I have a bench like this size. Well, it's way bigger. Like it doesn't have all this, but it's wider. Like this one is this one's 6.5 feet wide. I think that one's a 4x8 full sheet of plywood, 3/4 inch thick. Actually, it's like the same thing as this, not cut down. So it's some weird metric size, honestly, because it's from Germany. But it's like 3/4 inch plywood. It's huge, and it has a lower level too. So it's a little bit taller than here. So it's probably like 2 or 3 inches taller. So I wanted to do like one big track on it, like one big like crawler course, 4x8 sheet. And then on the lower level, have another one that's like another 4x8, which would be a little smaller because of the legs, and then have like a ramp going off the side of it down underneath it. So it's like you don't have to pick it up and move it down to the bottom. You can just like drive down or cut a hole in it. Like I was thinking about just cutting a hole somewhere. So it's like a mountain that goes up into like the second level. And it's been so cold outside. I haven't wanted to do it. And like heating there's electric. It's got like an electric, heater you put in the corner of the garage. And I just haven't done it. Did I get that first try? How's that feel? That feels pretty good. But that's the kind of, but that'll have a lot of real rock, maybe some plaster stuff and cement. Like stuff. Do any of you guys watch Reactive Train? Is it Reactive? I think it's Reactive Train RC. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now. They're out of Europe. Yeah, Reactive Train RC. They have a crazy course. You go check them out. I'd like something like that, like where they're actually using like stuff underneath, but then it's like concrete on top, and it's kind of hard. Yeah, those guys are nuts, dude. Like that. I don't have those kind of painting skills, and like my train's not going to look like that. I can tell you that. It's going to have a bunch of real rock, and then a bunch of fake stuff probably with it, but it, looks semi good. I think. We'll see. Yeah, the bi-level thing is going to be cool, I think. I just need to get time, and I need to clean up in there a little bit because it's more of like a catch-all right now. That does feel good. I'm surprised. Like, feels like almost perfect with these gears. Huh, I never usually get it first try. They do go hard on those courses, like, and then like they have the water, like the like the moats and stuff, and like the little pools and like the little rivers and stuff. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Oh, come on. Where'd I put my grease? Oh, right here. I'm gonna have to have to get some new stuff. It's so little. I was redoing that transmission, and I'm like squeezing this thing out trying to get it like. Let's cover it pretty good here. The problem is, I just realized you guys didn't remind me that I have a hole in that cover. Crap. And I don't want to put the grease on it and then try to E6000 it. Because that's going to be messy if I don't that bearing's in the wrong spot. To the other side of the housing. Come on. Oh, that one just wants to stay. No, there we go. Okay. Put that there. Yummy. Ring grease. Problem with that is it does not wash off well. Light bulbs with the rescue. Oh, something fell. Nothing too big. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs real quick again. Sorry for leaving you guys to get the E6000. Fill that hole in, so I guess I'll finish putting this together tomorrow. Okay, we're back. Get some tape. So this is how I planned on doing it. Oh, this tape's the messed up tape. I don't know where my good stuff is. Oh yeah, I see a lot of people do that. There's a guy locally that I saw on, was it Bash Maps? I think it was, because he has like a group. I just happened to look at it again. We were talking about it on the Crawler Canyon Discord, and I was like, oh, I haven't checked out Bash Maps in a while, so I went and checked. Was it Bash Maps? Pretty sure it was. And his whole course was egg cartons and like Dunkin' Donuts. Oop, and like Dunkin' Donut cup holders and stuff, like the 4-part trays. See you later, Raiden. Thanks for swinging in. Man, you were on here like the whole time. It's been 2 hours. That's crazy for our first one. Thanks, man. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to do this every Saturday as long as nothing's going on. So I'll put out a schedule like probably Thursday or Friday. I could probably put it up saying I'll do it like on Saturday. See you later, Raiden. But yeah, that guy had the whole course was just like egg cartons and the 4-place cup holders from like Dunkin's, and I was like, that's intuitive. No, he thought about it. Oh boy, that was way too much. That's the problem with E6000. As soon as it starts to go out, it just keeps going. Oh, paper towel. Just had it. This is what I glue a lot of my magnets in with too, obviously, well, just like everyone else. And I try to wait to have to do a bunch of stuff at once. Damn it, I had some magnets I had to glue too. Too late now, I already cleaned it off. And I try to do it all at once, so that way I just squeeze it once for like the one thing. Then I let it sit there and I just take it off as it oozes out. But yeah, there was more than I wanted to. But I'm hoping that that's going to work out well and just fill that in. And I'll let that dry. We're going to put the tape on the front, so at least it's going to be smooth. It'll be like a little window. Ooh. Yeah, and then I got to figure out. So luckily it comes with a 3-wire servo, unlike the Red Cat Ascent 32. And it's got the battery tray still. So that'll be nice. Yeah. Where did I put? Oh, it's not. I was thinking it was a flush mount. Bolt for this, but it's not. It's like a regular socket cap. So I'm thinking, battery there still, because I can't. Well, I wonder, does anyone know if they make a front mount bat? Well, you can't because the servo's there. To me, this is going to be more of like a trail-ish truck. I'm not going to trail with it, but sometimes I just like to go up on on the mountain with my. I drive my 1/10, my 1/6, 1/7, whatever truck, the Helion 1/8 up to the top of the mountain. And then in my backpack, I usually have 2 to 3, maybe 4 of these trucks. And depending on what I feel like, I'll just, take one out and just crawl around with it at the top and, hit some hard lines. But sometimes I just like to kind of, scale trail, I guess, up there. So that's what this one's going to be. This is not going to be like a hardcore trailer truck. It's going to be just like the, mud trucky kind of, trail truck kind of thing. Because it's just so kind of top heavy with the hard body and everything. And this is going to be cool to take some videos of. Oh, I can't put that in yet. Well, no, you know what? I can. I think I can. I don't think I had to take this off. I think I could have snuck the screw past it. I just thought of that. I forgot. So I'm thinking, this is my problem. My Mias controller is full. It's like a 10. Is it full though? Is there stuff I can take off of it? Oh, you do the same, Rob? It's just so cool to be able to like drive the big one and then up to the top to give it a rest, and then use the small ones at the top at all like the all the ledges and everything. It just works out great. So this has the Rock Van, the Arctos, the SCX 24, my Bronco, the Deadbolt, the Bug 24, which is not the Bug 24 though, because I took that receiver out. So I do have a spot for that. The Ascent 18 and the Ascent 32. Yeah, I might have to get some sliders. I'm sure Maker World someone has something. So, and then it'd be sweet. I could probably use this as the ESC tray. I was going to put it back here if needed, but might do the ESC there and look up some sliders. So I think that I could make the, well, Bug 24, change it to trx4m. No, wrong button. I don't know why I'm doing this in front of you guys, just because I just, if I don't change it now, I'm going to be like, what one did I put it under? TRX 4M. What's annoying too is you can't delete a line. So like TRX4M is just 4 letters. You have to have a fifth, so you have to have a dash. You can't like do like a space. So now it's TRX4M. Yeah, take a look on Colts. I actually have a bunch of money on Colts from selling. Like I only have like 3 things on Colts that I sell. Almost all my stuff I give away on Maker World. But before that, I was like putting a couple things on Colts to try to make a little bit of extra cash for like 3D printed stuff and everything, like filament and everything. And one of it is the Arctos bed, the Arctos wood flatbed. And I have the only other thing that's like the biggest seller, honestly, I have on there is a Mark III gauge cluster, well, gauge pod that I designed years ago. And I sell it on there for like $5, and it's like the biggest seller I have. Like everyone buys it. And but instead of taking the money out, I just end up like putting it into like my Colts wallet and just buying files. So I don't have to buy files that I, out of cash kind of thing. And then what do I have for a receiver? I have a 6-channel. Oh, I have a little 4-channel. Huh. No, that's a Dumbo. Oh, same thing looking. I'm going to do the 6-channel because I have the room. I think. Plus, I don't think I have a little 4 channel anyways. Nope. Yeah, no. There's a bunch of Dumbos in here. And the FMS/Fly Sky 2 ABS protocol ones and stuff. But like, okay, I don't need this since I'm going to do no battery there. Even if you don't find one, Rob, I'll probably just design one tomorrow and print it. But I'm sure TRX4m is so popular. I'm sure there's something on there. Get that out of the way. Oh, you know, I just realized I'm not going to go. I'm going to have to get one of those adapters for this thing if I use it. It's so dumb that TRX had to do this stupid ID thing, which I get what they were doing to like make it like easy for people to charge and all that stuff. But like, it's so whatever. Maybe I'll just sell it. I guess people actually buy the stock stuff from the trx4m and everything. So maybe I'll sell this as a kit with a controller of this and the ESC. Throw it up on eBay. I got so much crap I should probably start selling. I buy it, don't use it, don't end up liking it or something, you know. Let's see, can we do here? Oh, we can do that. Something along those lines. This is the behind the scenes stuff you guys usually don't see. I'm just kind of like everyone else, you know, like what the heck am I going to do here? I think if I do something like this, though, do well. The other thing I was thinking about doing is just chopping off like this wall thing, and then I can just kind of put it sideways. But I don't think I mind the wires going sideways like this. So I'll probably shorten these up. Shorten this up, but just so I have an idea. Yeah. And then I want to put lights in this. Who was I talking to on? I was talking to someone on, I think on the TRX4m video. Someone was saying that there actually is holes to put lights up into this thing. I see bolt holes, I think. But I don't think I'm seeing holes to put lights. Oh, did I lose them? 2, 3. Drill bit. Oh, for this? Yeah, that's what I'm. It's not hollow though, I think. Oh, on the side maybe? Where'd the 4th screw go? Oh, there it is. There we go. Those are the smallest screws on this thing, I guess, huh? What side are these? 1.4 little. Oh, my calipers are missing. Crappy plastic ones. 1.4. I'm surprised there's a 1.4 on here. I think all this is 1.6 mostly. But it looks like another little 1.4. Huh, yep. You can put little holes, you can put little 3mm. Let me try that again. You can put 3mm LEDs up in there, it looks like. The problem is there's no way to hide them, I think. I think someone was saying that they make one that has lights already in it, maybe in Jora or something. And it'd be nice if they did, and it had. Oh, there's like a little chase though. There's like a right here. There's a little groove where you can put the wires in, and this side doesn't have it because this side has the hole. Huh. Okay, that would be nice because I don't have to buy anything extra. Although it's not very wide. It's only going to be able to get like one. I'm going to be able to get like one wire in there. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. Oh, you know what I could do though? Not that I'm going to do it now because you guys will absolutely hate me if I turn it on. But I could no, I can't get in there. Dang it. Make that a little deeper. Tuck the wires in there. I wonder if I have a smaller disc. I'll have to look for a smaller disc maybe. If not, I guess I'll be looking for one. I'm sure there's one on AliExpress that's cheap. Let me see. Probably put that back together though before I lose it all, huh? Because if I'm going to end up buying something, this is the rabbit holes that we go down every single time. Get this thing back together. Would be nice. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you think about it, and a lot of the OEM one-to-one size trucks are the same way. You can actually end up seeing the harness on the outside because they don't have a hollow bit. You know, depending on the style. Go. I totally forgot when I bought this that it's a hard body too. I was like thinking it was going to be a Lexan because I had watched reviews on it a while ago and not anything recently because I mean it's like a 2-year-old truck. So when I opened it up, I was like, "Oh yeah, I totally spaced it." So it's kind of nice. Yeah, they sure are. I've been trying being the key word there, not go down another money pit hole of some sort. What is going on? Oh, it's off center. Because I have so many projects I got to finish that I'm like, I got to stop starting things. Or starting something new. I got to just finish what I'm doing. Yeah. Would you recommend the Mias transmitter and receiver combo? I've been debating getting one. If you're talking about this one, I absolutely love this controller for the size and the options that you can do for such a small, little, cheap controller. I don't use this thumb thing, so I just flicked it up on this side, and I just use it this way because I think maybe it's just my hand. I don't have humongous hands, but they're big enough where if I have this on this side, my hand's like uncomfortably farther back, so I feel like I'm not gripping here. At least like this, I feel like I'm gripping this here, and I'm moving it like this, and it works fine. And then the SWB is here, SWA is here. I don't use these much because I don't have like anything rear wheel steer. But they are there, and then there's 4 buttons on top. I mean, it's for like I think it's like $50, $40. It's awesome. And the receiver, the mini receiver. Let me just show you how nice it is to have a mini receiver as small as it is. Like this, the Mias ESC, which is okay. It's just kind of whiny. It works good though because it's nice and small, and that's the Mias controller receiver. But look how tight this area is. Like there's no room because I was trying to keep the bed on this and keep the interior. Don't mind the hot glue everywhere. I was trying to keep the interior in here and the bed. So I had absolutely no room. And I was trying to not put sliders on here because I didn't want it to look like, wires hanging out. Well, I mean, you can have wires hanging out, but, I didn't want to have like a wing here because it would look goofy. So for the money and the size, I love it. Yeah, it works well. And like I said, I think it's like 40 something bucks. You can get it with the 4-channel, 6-channel, and I think there's the 10-channel. I think the Rock Fan has the 10-channel in it just because there's so much space, and I wanted the lights because this one actually has reverse lights, it has hazards and headlights and everything. Yeah, this one has the 8-channel. Sorry, the 8-channel with light controller built into it. But it's definitely it's a good one. The other thing I like too, and I was hesitant to get it, honestly, just because of the name. Okay, that's sketchy. Honestly, because of the name, I recently have been using my Dumbo DDF 350 a lot. The MOG is on this. My YK41011 is on it. Well, those are the only 2 trucks I've been using recently. So those are the 2 that are on it. But this file's on Colts. I think it was like $2, and it's like the best one I could find that I liked just because of my hand. If a little bit shorter would be nice. So I think I'm going to edit or make my own, but it's good. I think the other one's longer because he has 2 different sizes, but it's too long. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's nice and small. Well, I can't remember, Raiden. Were you the one saying that you're going to do brushless and stuff? I'm blanking, but you're gonna have to swap over all the ends And let's see here. Oh, this one has the. Oh, this is the one that has the 10. Why the heck did I put that in here? This one has the 10 channel receiver in it, but I'm only using 4, and one of them is only for lights. All my lights just turn on all like on this one completely. Like they just don't turn off. So this one really should need the 4 channel. Whatever. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you need to swap over all the ends to DuPont because they're all like PXH 2.0, 1.5, whatever really small connector it has. I'm blanking on it. And then you got to do whatever you want to do. A Terranot, yeah. Okay, so the Terranot you were thinking, yeah, doing brushless, yeah. But either one, yeah, they have the little mini plugs, which I mean, honestly, I don't mind the Hobby Plus stock ESCs at all. Really, just the only reason it doesn't have a stock one back in it is because I already chopped all the wires and did what I did with it. Other than that, I'd probably put it back in, but I don't want to put the ends back on. But yeah, good controller. The DDF's been great. It's just it is a bigger one, so it depends on. I kind of like bigger controllers for bigger trucks, the smaller controllers for little trucks, because I'm usually holding this and trailing with it, whereas the little controller and the little trucks are in the backpack, so it saves room. So that's kind of how I have been differentiating the controllers, because this one you can toss in like any pocket in your backpack, and it's nice and small. It doesn't catch on anything. I mean, it's smaller than most trucks, you know. So I think at like 11 or so, guys, I'm gonna head off. So like 20 more minutes or so. Let's see, where was I? Oh, I was doing that. We're gonna do. Well, I can't. I'm kind of at a standstill for this because I want to do the slider thing. I think with the batteries. But then again, if I do the slider with the battery, this one will probably get a bigger size battery because of the size of it. I'm not going to do any of the mini like Palm Beach bot type size batteries. This one will probably end up getting more of the I think it's like 600 milliamp hour ones I have or so. Well, I could do 3S. Oh, I don't want to do 3S Fat Viper on a straight axle though. That'll be ridiculous. Then again, if we're going to make it a mud truck, oh, here we go. Like the Hexfly 750, something like that. And I have a couple other that are non-Hexfly. Thanks, Raiden. That's awesome to hear, because when you put stuff out and then like you're not really sure how it's going to come across, and I mean, like everyone has their own thing that they like. I'm like, I like to do this, so I'm going to put it out. I'm not going to put out stuff I don't want to do. Hopefully people will like it, and it just it's good to hear. Thanks, man. It's kind of hard too, because some of the stuff that I don't think will do well does well. Some of the stuff I think will do well doesn't do as well. It's all stuff that I want to do, so it's a mixed bag on how it's going to come out, come across, I guess, to everyone. What was I going to grab? I guess this is not dry yet. Yeah, we're getting tacky, so that's good. Oh, the DRC. That one was I think I got it right here. Oh, I got the cover off of it. Well, it's mixed in with some other trucks right now. That's awesome to hear, guys. That's really cool. Yeah, the DRC was the first company that reached out to me that wanted to do any kind of a collab, and I was like, you know what, I'll try it. I've never done it before, and I never really used DRC. And it was when I was going to change the name anyways from CK Crawling to CKRC Garage, because I was going to do more not only crawling stuff because of the winter and stuff like that. So I was like, this will kind of be a good transitional video too, because I'm going to do stuff on the Red Cat Volcano and stuff. So I figured sure, I'll do it. And also, since it wasn't like a company I work with much, like at all, I've never used their vehicles. I figured if they don't like my review, it doesn't really matter to me. And I know it's a weird way to show it, but it was kind of like a way to like just try something. So they sent me the truck, and then they kept saying like they wanted me to do a few different things and like make it, make the title say "Great Gift for Christmas" and this and that. And I'm like, no, I don't. I told you guys I'm going to do the video how I want to do the video, and then like title it how I'm going to title it. I'm like, I'll put in a comment, maybe in the notes, the description, say, hey, great for Christmas or something like that, maybe. But that's about it. And like, and they're like, okay, like you could just tell by like the email response, it was like, thank you, kind of thing. And then I put it out, and like, it's a nice truck for beginners, or if you don't want to mess around with anything. Like, yeah, fine. My son absolutely loves the truck. I had fun with it, but I like to tinker, as you guys know. So it's not really a truck for me because I can't tinker a lot. It has weird hexes and, well, non-hexes, squares, and a bunch of other things. So it's like kind of weird. And there's no real upgrade path. You can't really do much with it. So, I kind of put that all out there. So I was like, kind of like, being honest about it, but trying to be kind of nice about it. Like, it's not a garbage truck. It's just not for me. So like, it was kind of like one of those weird things where it's like, I'm trying to just say my honest opinion, but like, I don't want to be nice about it because it's not garbage. It's just, it's not something for me. Supposedly that one can run 3S, but I don't have any T plugs that are 3S. I think I saw like RCT&T from Australia and a couple other people put 3S on it, but I don't have any T plug adapters because I don't use T plug Deans on anything. If I get something with that, like used or whatever, I chop that shit off and whatever. Oh, I swore. That's how annoyed I hate. That's how much I hate T plugs. And yeah, I just chop it off, and so I don't have an adapter or anything like that. And it has that weird battery in it, which I mean, it's cool for definitely for beginners. Honestly, like for my kid, I kept it in there just because of my kid. I was gonna cut it off and put an XT60 on it, but I was like, well, if he wants to use it, it's nice, easy for him to use. You can just plop it in there, and you know, just run it. But yeah, I don't know. And then I was like, hey, I did the review. Here you go, and I sent them a link, and they were not happy with it. They were like, because I told them like I'm gonna do a review like I do like my reviews. I literally tore the Terranaut apart on like the second video. Like my trucks, I take apart and I show stuff. Well, the second video on the Terranaut, not my second video ever. But like so it's like if you didn't want me to do like a review like I do it, then maybe I don't. Maybe they didn't look at my channel. Like maybe they just saw a number. Actually, at that point, I don't even know what the point of them. I only had like 400 subscribers, I think, at the time when they asked me to do that. So I was like very confused as it was to why they were asking me. But I think it was because of a Christmas thing. They were trying to get a ton of it out there for Christmas, so it's like flooded. So I kind of feel weird that I was part of that, like maybe game that they were playing. But I gotta, yeah, it's just it's just easier. And I don't mind it. Like Secure reached out to me and I did it on the Deadbolt, but I already used their stuff, so I had absolutely no problem with working with them. I have the Secure ESC and I think 3 or 4, like the 70 and 120, I think it is. Well, I'm blanking on it. Yeah, 70 and 120, I think, and then the 3625 Pancake. I have that in 2 trucks, I think, and the ESC is in like 3 or 4 trucks. So I already knew I was gonna like their stuff because I like Escape 32. It's my favorite. Like I hate. Okay, I can't say I hate AM32. AM30 was too. AM32 was good until I got into Escape 32, and I was like, wow, it like blows it out of the water because you can tune it so well. So I knew I was gonna like this, the Secure, and being in this small of a package with a hard case. Like I bought this one, and I bought the SCX31, and I bought the Red Cat one. They only sent me the one for the Deadbolt so far, and that was it. And then I asked if they wanted to do like a free giveaway thing with it, and they said maybe if we do a collab later. So I don't know. Again, I think that was more of like a Christmas thing that they were just trying to get more names out there, which is fine though, because if they come out with something, maybe they'll reach out to me and want me to try it. But I like the Secure items. They have a lot of, I think, other stuff too. I think they do like planes and stuff, heli stuff, like those kind of motors. But I tried helicopters years ago. That didn't end well. Oh, it almost fits sideways. I would hit all kinds of stuff. I have 2 drones now, and I had a drone a long time ago that was like an old like China drone. You know, it's just like a the cheap one that everyone got with the long legs and everything. Yeah, I would. I'd like to get in with Red Cat and Hobby Plus eventually or something, but I don't like reaching out. I feel weird. Feel like, hey, give me some of your stuff and I'll do a review because I feel odd about it. Which I would love to do. I mean, Hobby Plus. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of their trucks. The FX 118. What else was there? Hold on. I feel like there was something else. I know I have a whole almost extra parts of truck. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Red Cat. I like the Ascent 18. 32 is, yeah, that was horrible. I have a Volcano EPX Pro, which is fun. That's a wicked fun snow truck, you know, just basher. My Gen 7, which, it's outside in the garage. I love that trail truck. That's the first one I kind of really did a lot of stuff to back in the day. Well, a year or two ago, a couple years ago, when I was getting back into the hobby. And then I have another Gen 7 that's almost stock. That's the one that my son drives. So like he'll just take that one out when we go trailing, and he almost uses it as a basher. And the only thing that ever broke on it was the ESC blew up. It just kind of like smoked and died. And the diffs are half plastic for whatever reason. You know, it's like a metal ring gear, and then they have plastic cups that hold it all together, like the bearings. And it just stripped out the plastic. So I just bought the metal spools and threw those in. And he has a was it Radiolink that has an ESC? Like it's like weirdly you would not think that they have it. Radiolink brushed ESC. Yeah, Radiolink CL9030. It's like a Radiolink, you know, controllers. You would think. I didn't know that they did ESCs at the time, and I grabbed that because it was pretty cheap. And it was in my SCX10 before it was brushless, so I threw that into his Red Cat Gen 7. It's been great ever since, and it just runs. And he beats the crap out of that thing. I'm talking like he just full pins it. You know, he's like 7, doesn't really get throttle control that well. He's getting better, but he'll just pin that thing to the moon and just go up the trail, like hit a tree, hit a rock, hit a stump, you know, all over the place. But he loves it, and it doesn't. Nothing else is broken. The bumper's still on it. Everything. Links haven't broken. Axles haven't broken. It's been great. But oh yeah, then he has a Everest 10 too. That's like kind of, you know, that buggy-ish. It's not a buggy, but it's like a, you know, weird chassis kind of thing. So I definitely wouldn't mind them kind of hitting me up. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't want to reach out. I feel odd. I reached out to like one company once. I reached out to Cross RC because I wanted one of those huge trucks, and I'm never going to be able to afford one probably. And they didn't answer me. Honestly, I sent it to like the World Corporate like headquarter one. It was like in China, so they probably like, who's this idiot? A stupid American. I'm trying to think here. That's about it for this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna look up some Robert. Did you end up find? No, he ended up leaving, didn't he? Is he the one that went? Man, I get so confused now. No, he's on Colts. Yeah, he hasn't talked in a minute. There you go. There he is. I built the cross. What a headache. Yeah. So you built one. I was looking at getting like the emo, I think XXL or whatever. And I think they come built together. They're already together, I think. I don't mind kits, obviously. I don't mind building from scratch. But I was like, just getting like the emo. I don't want that huge ass like 6x6. Like what's the new one that just came out? It looks like Tyrannosaurus or Pterosaurus or whatever. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean the MOG was a lot of parts. The Emo XT4. I think that is one of the ones I also was looking at. Oh yeah, so that's like a truck. Looks like it's probably, well, it's not obviously like a truck name brand, but that's like a full size looking truck. Yeah, the XT4 the Emo XXL thing, the 6x6 and the 4-1. Then that new truck, the big flatbed, that whatever. I was like, it'd be sweet to get. Yeah, it looks like a square body. Okay, that's what I thought. I was looking at a lot of the pictures at the beginning of like people doing things to it, so it's like not a full picture. But yeah, it looks like a square body. Yeah. It's crazy how close that they can get to make it look like a vehicle and not get in trouble for like copyright infringement, like all these companies. Like, but even like Axial, the Honcho type thing, and the base camp, kind of looks like Tacoma-ish and all that. And I'm trying to think of what else here. Anything that looks like a Land Rover, like the Land Rover purple body I showed earlier. Like, it doesn't say it's a Land Rover, I don't think, but it's a D110. This is what it is. Just crazy that they can like look that close and not get. Then again, they're all in China, so they're overseas. They don't know or care, I guess. They're just like, whatever. We're over here. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to do anything. It even has an emblem on the front that almost looks like a. Yeah, see, it's like you're like right there on the fringe of a problem. Well, actually, you know what? It's like, LC79. They even say it's an LC79 or whatever, but they say it's inspired by. It even has like the Toyota oval looking thing with YK. I've been meaning to try to find like a little Toyota sticker. Maybe see if I can make. I might 3D print one, but the thing is, it's so small. I guess I could put in my 0.2 nozzle, but it's so small. It's just kind of look kind of eh. Oh, you do? That's cool. Huh? That's a cool little like hide the hood thing. Oh, Revolt just messaged me. No, he didn't. He liked my post. We were doing those inserts, and I told him in the chef's kiss gif, and told him it worked perfect. But that's cool when like they make things something. Like you're talking about the emblem is like, it's probably, I'm guessing it twists kind of like a lock. So like that's cool. Like it's like in plain sight, but it's like you can open it and easily get to it. A lot of these other places, they're just like, yep, here's a button. It's out in the open. I mean, that's the Terranaught. It's kind of like that. And like the Arctos, like when you have the flatbed on it, at least you don't really see it that much. But it would have been nice like to have like something underneath the cab. The Arctos isn't horrible, with the button on the side, but I guess you could say it's like a block of something. Like maybe it's like a storage bin, or I don't know. It's small. But I feel like, again, they could have maybe put something underneath, maybe in between here, like a little lever. Because I mean, honestly, the lever parts are here. I can almost feel them. Yeah, like right there. I just undid it. Like they could have just made it so like a little bit bigger lever, so you can use that. Same thing with those. Although those would be kind of annoying underneath. Those ones are already kind of annoying. It isn't now because I have the comp bed type style. I really think I'm gonna like that trx4m transmission in there. I don't need a 2-speed in the Arctos because it's all a crawler. I don't do anything else with it, so it'd be nice to do. Well, guys, I've got like 4 minutes, and I'm gonna probably head out. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's constantly been about 10 to 12 people. It kind of, on the other live I had, there was like 40 people, but I got messed up and it got blacked out. But I don't know because I had it like scheduled. They saw it beforehand, but I think there was a bunch of people I've never seen before. And then someone was asking a weird joke question, I think, on there. I don't know. It seemed like he was kind of like maybe a heckler kind of guy or something. I'm not sure. So I don't know, but been great to have you guys on here. I don't know if I know not everyone talks. I'm the same way because half the time I'll have like the Crawler Canyon live or 24 Yeps live or whatever, or whoever's Waffles RC. Sometimes I watch on Sunday nights. I'll have that just going in the background, just kind of listening. I'll type every so often. Can't really. I'm usually working on something while I'm on a live talking. Listening. I'm hoping it is too. I think I'm going to try Saturdays at 8. It seemed to work pretty well because I usually try to put the kids to bed around 7. And sometimes they don't want to listen. As you guys had, we had the little interruption, but they're just kind of, they keep on wanting to say hi, and, bye and good night and everything. But so sometimes 8 might not 100% be on time, but we try. I'm gonna try, but I think that's gonna be the thing. But like, if I know that there's some, I'm gonna start scheduling maybe like Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. I'll like put a schedule up on for Sunday. I mean, for Saturday at 8. So if you guys want to check like those few days, you can see if there's anything that's going to happen. But like if I have like something that's coming up, like say there's like a birthday party or something, I got to go do something. Then yeah, I don't know. I know there's going to be a couple of vacation things coming up in the next like couple months that I won't might be around for the weekends, but one or two of them I might be able to just do a live while I'm out there. Because I'm going to an event over the summer. Yeah, I'm going to go to an event in the summer, and it'd be kind of cool to live stream from there too. So that would probably be during the day or something. But yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm going to probably sign off. We got a minute to go. Again, thanks for it's great to have people here instead of just me talking to myself and not having anyone to interact with. I really appreciate it. It says 10:58, I know, over there, but the computer says 59. So, but I'll see you guys on it. Oh, isn't it like 2 a.m., 4 a.m. over there at Revolt? Erwin, are you on third shift tonight? Have you been here the whole time? 5 a.m. Did you just get up or did you do an overnight? Early shift. Oh, okay. So you're up early. Gotcha. Well, maybe one of the times that you want to stay up late, we can do a live or something. I'm thinking about doing Saturdays at 8 p.m. So if you want to be up at like 2 a.m., But yeah. Anyways, hey, Erwin, thanks for stopping in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.